Let's get nasty on a Tuesday. It's a fast lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 201. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler.
I guess. Again.
You
can't
all right?
hear?
Nah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
you use this and put it in the bigger jack. You know.
What?
Jack Hughes, man. What are you talking about?
Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes walks so Jack Hughes could run. Carey just
It
showed.
won't work. Oh, okay.
Guys, we're on air.
Too big.
Maybe it works for you.
Hey, we're on air.
Sorry.
Hey, what's up?
Everybody can see us on the YouTube channel, all right? Some people are driving right now. They can't see
They
you
better
guys
not be on the
fiddle
YouTube.
fast leaning around.
Well, we were
All right.
trying to. I was trying to
clean it
help him out.
Yeah, Anthony's called me a good teammate.
There's no helping this guy out.
That's right.
Carey,
What?
we've
Now-
talked about this. With the three
You
of
are
us have had
correct.
meetings on it.
We have.
Okay, we had one last week. There's no
did.
helping Jamie.
What is there to help?
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's what we determined. This guy's picture perfect. All right.
I don't think we said that.
Speaking of picture perfect, your 2026 St. Louis Cardinals in action in spring training. Yesterday we got a question about what would we determine to be a successful season for the Cardinals. We're going to get into.
It was the. Sorry. I was trying to open my computer. I don't have my rundown, and the video was still playing.
Anthony hates us
He's so
immediately
mad
today.
Let me get this going. There you go.
You good?
I'm good now. Sorry.
You good?
Are we like the children
Yes.
that in class? I promise you, we would have gotten so much trouble.
I know.
We would have gotten, we would have been
Yeah.
kicked out of class probably every other day.
It would not be good.
First of all, it's 2:03. We typically don't start till right now anyways. Would you like to restart
Here
the
we
show?
go.
Marshy's right.
Should we
Marshy's
restart
right.
the show?
You know
2
what?
minutes.
I don't care what you say about Marshy. He has great ideas. I think he's right now.
He is correct.
Do you want me to play the
Yeah.
music again
Yeah.
and
We
let's
need
just start over?
Very
Anthony,
reset.
we've done it before. We need a reset.
All right.
We're going to reset it.
All right.
Are you cool with that, Anthony?
We know it's your show, but you've been outvoted.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Let's get nasty on a Tuesday. It's a fast lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 204. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. A lot on the Cardinals today. We wanted to start off with which players have the most to gain and which players have the most to lose in 2026. So if you're looking at it from spring training through the regular season, let's start off with gain. Jamie, who do you think, which Cardinal has the most to gain in your eyes this
spring
season?
training?
Of course. No. It's spring training through the regular season.
The whole thing.
The whole
Anthony.
kit and caboodle.
I know who I want it to be.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe it, though.
Ooh, good tease.
Yeah. I'm going to say I want it to be Jordan Walker.
Okay.
But recent history, has kind of made me not believe it.
His career.
Recent history. Anthony, you say it how you want, I'll say it how I want, okay?
Okay.
My guy would be Jordan Walker. I'd like to finally see what John Mozeliak saw when he looked out onto that field and the music starts, the violins and the rainbows and the unicorns, and he thought, oh my, the golden child. Oh,
Prodigal son.
my next Albert. Come to me. That's what I want to see.
Okay. So I like it. What do you think he has to gain then? And I agree. I mean, there's a lot for him to gain, but what specifically do you think he's got?
People actually think he's a major league player.
Okay.
Okay.
Some people already do. Carey does.
Nah, he doesn't believe that.
No, hell yeah.
He's his agent. He's got to say that.
That's true, too.
Representing them.
Yeah. No, I think that for what he has to gain is to prove, well, the naysayers wrong, and then maybe prove that the past regime handled him wrong, or that now he's working harder as a young athlete, because we did talk to Ollie about how all of these young guys have to learn how to be pros. And being a pro in today's game, no matter what your sport is different than Carey and I when we were pros. Because when I started, there was not any of this stuff. And then, halfway through my career, we had all this crazy technology, training, nutritionists. Like, it evolved. So all that means now is the game has evolved even more, and these guys got to do more. So that's what I think he has to gain, is to prove that he actually is what his scouting report said when he was drafted.
Sure. Carey, most to gain.
I agree. For me, it's Jordan Walker as well. I mean, he was the most highly touted player now that's on this roster, and the expectations were through the roof. And I think people have kind of cooled on him. Not kind of. They have cooled on him a lot. They don't believe that he's even a viable big leaguer. We get texts on it all the time saying he's Jason Hayward. I mean, Jason Hayward played like 15 years. So if you have a 15-year career, they say it like it's a bad. He's Jason Hayward 2.0. Okay.
Have you seen that guy's bank account?
Like, what are we complaining about? He's a big leaguer for a number of years. If that's the worst or that's the highest that some people think that he is, then that's a really good baseball player that can help your team win games. I think he has the most to prove because, again, like Jamie said, all of the naysayers, all of the things that have been written about him, the failures, the lofty expectations and where he is now and kind of how people just don't view him in that regard anymore. So for me, that's the player. And the reason why is, hell, man, you want to play in the league? You want to play for a long time? You want to make a lot of money? You want to do something, we say playing a kid's game for a king's ransom? Like, that's what it is. It's the game you would play with your friends and not be paid, but somebody's going to pay you a bunch of money to do it. Sign me up, please. So that's what he has to gain. All of the things that come along with having a long career in professional sports. The legacy, the financial security, the accolades, potentially, hopefully winning championships, being a key cog in something that, that people will remember you and for decades after you're done playing. All of those things come with it. So for me, I think that's what's on the line, and that's kind of the what's expected or what he should expect of himself.
So we're talking about which players have the most to gain, which players have the most to lose for the Cardinals out of 2026. Jamie and Carey both agree that it's Jordan Walker. What about you, Marsh?
I think it's Thomas Saggese. I don't think he's penciled in as a starter. He's more of that guy that's going to float around and play whatever position that the team needs him to play. And if there's an opportunity for him to play the outfield, I think he's going to try and take advantage of it. Same thing with third base. Whenever he gets an opportunity to play, I think he's in a spot now where he needs to make the coaching staff have the decision of okay, like maybe this is our guy. I think he has a lot to gain this season by trying to prove that he is one of those guys that you need to pencil in every single day.
We're going to talk later in this hour about what the Ramon Urias signing tells us about the Cardinals plan for the outfield. I wonder if Saggese even makes the roster out of spring training. Ooh. He's got two options.
Saggese?
Yeah, he's got two options. I wonder if he starts the year in AAA and then eventually works his way back up. And plays kind of a super utility role.
Is that why you think they've been playing him in the outfield? Give him a chance to make the roster?
I think they probably send him down so that he gets more reps in the outfields. And Fermin winds up being the left fielder while
But do you really think Fermin's
out.
The better option?
There are no good options right now in left field.
I know, but who's older?
Jose Fermin's out of options. That's why I think it could be him.
It could be Ivan Herrera.
Are we really afraid to lose him?
I'm just saying. What are we talking about? Yeah, because you don't have any depth, Jamie. You
just signed another infielder.
Nah.
But I think Fermin's going to be in left field. We'll save this. That's a deep tease for later in the hour.
I don't like that.
You're not going to like any of the options.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
I like Thomas Saggese, though.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
I don't know what to tell you.
Anthony, we'll talk about it later.
Thank you.
Okay, move on, please.
All right. Yeah, that's my fault. I'll take ownership in that.
Man.
I got two players. I got a position player and a pitcher that I think have the most to gain. I'll start off with the position player. I think it's Victor Scott. We already know his defense plays. We already know that he could potentially win a Gold Glove for his defensive prowess. If he hits or he gets on base on a consistent basis, I think he carves out a spot for himself on the core. I think he becomes part of the core. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
You can't do it for a month. You can't do it for a couple of weeks. You got to do it all season, right? You got to show that you could be a big league hitter. And again, this is not somebody that has to rip the cover off the ball and hit 330 and hit 15 bombs. I'm just saying be an average to slightly above average hitter, somebody that gets on base consistently. If he could do that, match with that defense, I think he becomes part of the core.
Well, quite honestly, what I'd like to see him become is a former player that we watched a long time ago, is Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah.
Because all he had to do, he wanted to hit all
From
those.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can remember correctly, all he wanted to do is hit the long ball, and the manager talked to him about just making good contact, get on base because he was so fast.
Right.
Made him
End
do
up
push-ups
being-
every time he hit the ball in the air.
It was never a bad idea, although people frown upon that nowadays. I learned that the hard way. Some parents, I don't think it's a good punishment.
Oh, get
really?
the hell out of here.
Okay.
Really? Calisthenics?
So should I make him run? No, don't make him run. It's too hot outside.
Just don't do anything.
Okay.
Just let him be.
Hey, bad play. Go get him again.
You can do it.
But anyways, Willie Mays Hayes ended up being an intricate part of that Cleveland team.
Yeah, one that surprised by making the playoffs in 1989.
Well, I would say, I didn't mean to cut you off, Marcy. I would
you're
say
good.
with Victor Scott, I think he already is a key part of this team.
If you have a terrible year offensively, does
When
he
you
become
say
a core?
terrible, when you say terrible, I'm thinking 187, 175. That's terrible.
What was he last
If he's hitting 212 and playing Gold Glove defense, I'm cool. I'm okay. He's batting in the 9 hole.
This is kind of the
If that's where
Harrison
he is,
Bader argument we had years ago.
I'm not going to substitute potential Gold Glove defense because my 9-hole hitter isn't hitting 30 home runs or he isn't hitting 25. I don't give a damn. If you impact the game and save runs, they do have a stat. If you correct me on this, run saved.
Yep.
Yeah, you know about it. I don't, but he does. Defensive run saved. You know, if you're saving all those damn runs because you get to every ball in the gap, but you're only hitting 212. All right, man.
But what is the rest of your roster hitting?
That's on them.
Well,
because
not
if the
really.
rest of them not. Yeah,
No, really, it isn't. Because if nobody
so,
can hit and you have another guy who can't hit even worse,
so why the hell are y'all mad at me if everybody can't hit?
there's better options then.
But there aren't better options playing center field.
Well, you got,
So-
what's his name? Well, Churchy boy there. He was pretty good last year.
As I was exactly. So if everybody ain't hitting, why the hell you looking at me? I'm like, well, look at that ass. I play Gold Glove defense, man.
Right.
We all have things. So for me, Victor Scott is in the lineup come hell or high water. Unless, again, he's batting under 200 and it just looks miserable for him. That's the only way I say, okay, probably not going to have you in the lineup every single day. But if you're blaming the rest of the lineup not hitting as to why you got to take the 9-hole hitter out that plays Gold Glove caliber defense, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I just think that at some point, if the Cardinals are constantly, if they're in a rebuild or a retool, they're looking to replace guys or upgrade from guys when they can. So Victor Scott could be a defensive replacement at some point if he can't hit. But I'm saying, again, he's in my most to gain category. So he gains, he could be a part of the core if he just merely hits for average. The guy that I have from a pitching standpoint that's got the most to gain, I think, is Kyle Leahy. And he pitched well in his Grapefruit League debut against the Astros on Sunday. He allowed 1 run on 1 hit across 2 innings, punched out 3 batters, didn't issue a walk, gave up a solo home run to Winkler. That was it. That was in the 2nd inning. Aside from that, I thought he was fantastic. I mean, 18 of 29 pitches for strikes, generated 4 swings and misses. He looked excellent. So I think he could earn himself a spot. He's only 28. But he's also got a lot to prove since he is kind of a late bloomer. But I think he's got the most to gain when it comes to the pitchers. All right, at some point we'll dive into who has the most to lose in the 2026 season. But we're going to switch gears. We want to talk about the Blues next. What's more important right now for the Blues? If they are sellers at the deadline, of course, we know that they're handcuffed by the contracts that they have. If they are true sellers, though, what's most important? Getting the absolute best return for the guys that they could trade, or simply creating roster flexibility by moving those guys, even if the return might not be great? We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. So look, let's be honest. The Blues are in a little bit of purgatory right now.
I say we just keep dumping on the Cardinals for a little bit.
Well, we don't have to dump on the Cardinals. There's plenty of hope for 2030. The Blues right now.
Oh,
this
man.
isn't what?
That was funny.
Guys, can I get to?
Good. No, you snuck that in there. That was good.
This isn't a playoff team for the Blues. We know that. A run like there was last year after the Four Nations tournament is unlikely to come. So, should they be sellers at the deadline? Sure, of course, absolutely. Who can they sell? Because the contract situation also a little tricky. We shouldn't be afraid to admit this. They're in a bad spot right now. They're not playing well. They got contracts that limit their flexibility when it comes to rebuilding the roster or retooling the roster. Mm-hmm. The expectation was they're going to compete for not only a playoff spot, but now they should be, if their progress is linear, they should get past the first round this year like they should have last year. But they're not good. So this leads to my next question here. What's more important, do you think? Getting a great return for the players that they might trade. So the names that you keep hearing, Binnington, Kyrou, maybe Thomas. I'm not talking about expiring contracts like Justin Falk. Braden Shen, if we're going to throw him in there. Is it more important to get an absolute great return for those pieces or settle for a little less but get the contracts off the books so that you've got more roster flexibility?
The answer is yes to both. And the reason I say that, I'm not being a smartass. I think it depends on which player you're trading. So if you're looking to move on from a Jordan Kyrou or Robert Thomas, you better get a haul. You better, because talking to other GMs around the league, they look at the 26, 27-year-old players, respectively, Thomas and Kyrou, and they've got term left, which means they're locked in to $8.1 million. And although some Blues fans don't like that number, that's too much. That is a great number in a salary cap world that keeps going up for a contending team.
Yeah.
That contract the 8.1 used to be 10.5, 11 million compared, like, if it was today. Mm-hmm. But now you're actually getting not a deal, but you're getting at least value. And plus you've got them for several more years. So if Thomas and Kyrou, one of them turns into the player that you think they're going to be, that contract's a joke. You got them at a discount, just like the Colton Parayko deal that everybody used to freak out about. Now at $6.5 million, you're like, what a steal. You're looking at guys that are half as good making $9 million right now. So the answer for those two is you get a haul because they're right in the prime age of a team that wants to compete and contend right now, that probably has assets to give up, meaning draft picks and prospects. Do the Blues want that? I don't know, because Army's on record saying that he only is really interested in a hockey trade. He's not interested in an assets trade, meaning draft picks. They've accrued so many draft picks over the last handful of years that it's like, well, when do we ever start to turn the corner here?
Right.
And so now if he got a haul of draft picks, that doesn't mean he can't flip those picks either. And to finding a couple of good players that are 25, 26 that he wants to bring in that are maybe a little different, whatever. So in that category, to me, it's get the best deal you can. In other categories, if we're talking about Justin Falk, I know you try to you want to keep him off the board, but that's a contract you'd like to get out of. Mm. He got 1 year left on his deal, 6.5. His value has not been higher in several years than what it is right now. So you try to get as much as you can out of that. And then as far as some of the other ones, Matthew Joseph, he's a UFA as well. See if somebody wants to take him on. He's a depth piece for a team that might be a contender. Or maybe it's a team that was going to be liquidating a little bit, and now they got to get back to the salary floor or whatever. They need to add some contracts, so they pick up a guy that makes 2.9.
Sure.
So the strategy will be different for each and every player. I don't think Shen is a contract that you're like, I want to get out from under this. I think you try to maximize that. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what somebody's willing to pay for Braden Shen right now. If you go to some of the markets in Canada, they give you more. Because the legend of Braden Shen is much higher in Canada because of the media. Mm-hmm. In Toronto last year, they were ready to mortgage almost whatever for Braden Shen. So I imagine a team like the Oilers or the Montreal Canadiens, or because they're a young, up-and-coming team that are going to probably make the playoffs this year, what would they give for a Braden Shen? Having a guy like that, another gritty guy in your lineup.
Right.
So, to me, it all depends on the player. As far as the category is concerned, Jordan Binnington, I'm just going to say on record that I don't think the return is worth the trade. The goalie market is not massive, meaning you're probably not getting a first or second or maybe even a third-round pick for Jordan Binnington. You're probably going to get a fourth-round or a fifth-round pick and maybe a low-end prospect or maybe a low-end goalie because I will give you a goalie back in return. Wouldn't you rather just keep Jordan Binnington at that point?
Yeah.
See if you can't convince him to maybe stay and him and Joel Hofer flip-flop their contracts in a year to where Hofer's making $6 million as a starter and then Jordan Binnington becomes kind of like a Marc-Andre Fleury at the tail end of his career, put together still another 3-4 solid seasons of playing as a backup, but still played 35 games.
Right.
Because right now you don't have a successor. So you can draft a guy. The kid from Sweden in the World Juniors last year, he's going to be good. Is he ready for the NHL? No, he's not. He's a year or two away. So what are you going to do then?
His timeline might match up with what you're talking about.
Might be perfect. So that's just a thought.
Yeah.
It's just a thought. Now, if you think as an organization you go sign another goalie, a backup goalie, that's going to give you what Binnington gives you, well, great. But here's where I go with it. If you hand off the baton to Joel Hofer, let's say Joel Hofer becomes, shouldn't say Ville Husso, but plays really well and then stubs his toe in the playoffs, first round of the playoffs. Wouldn't you feel better tapping Jordan Binnington on the shoulder and say, hey, big boy, you still got a couple rounds in you? Let's go.
Right.
Then to hand it off to whomever.
Yeah.
That's in my experience, that's a difficult task for a guy like Jordan Binnington to go from being 1A to being the number 2. I think it takes a certain mindset because that's like the aging superstar. And trust me, we never think we've aged
Fleury, who's a future Hall of Famer, can do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. But it takes a certain type of personality to be team-based and not think I give our team the best opportunity to win every night. So will he be able to do that? Will he want to do that? The only time will tell if he's still here.
And it's his choice.
It's his choice. So for me, when I'm looking at what the Blues need to get back, I think you don't want to give away, you don't want to trade some really good players and get nothing back. But I think what Jamie was saying, like you said, Army is talking about a hockey trade. Whether or not it's picks, you got a lot of guys that are, in the wings that are supposed to be really good for this team, and hopefully you get another one. Hopefully you get the first overall pick in this upcoming draft. Who knows? But you got some guys that are kind of waiting and waiting on their turn to get into this lineup and be able to play every single day. So if you're getting more draft picks and stockpiling more draft picks, yeah, that can help you. But if you're getting players that can aid in those younger players and assist those younger players that should be like the Carbonos, the guys that you think are going to be really good for this team for the future, I think that helps as well. But giving away, just saying, oh, we're going to lose this trade because we need to get rid of, because we want to get rid of player X, I don't think that makes much sense.
No, I think for me, and this is just based off of the trajectory of the player over the last 2 or 3 seasons, if there's a contract, I don't believe the Blues on this roster right now have that contract they hate, except for one player, and I'm not even going to speak for the Blues, but Pavel Buchnevich's production over the last 3 years has continued to trend downward. Now, before the break, he was playing very good as a center iceman. That line of Kyrou, Neighbors, and Buch looked very good. So who knows? Maybe they've reignited him. Maybe he becomes that 65 to 75 point guy again. But if he doesn't, you're $8 million for 5 more years following this year.
Right.
That would be a contract, if I'm Army, that maybe I explore eating a little bit and getting nothing really in return.
Sure.
Because at the center ice position, based off what we saw at the Olympics, Dalibor Dvorsky's more than ready to take that second line spot, I think.
Yeah.
So, but that's the only one. And then Buch, he might stick it to me and say, yeah, whatever, and go out and score a whole bunch of points and play great for the rest of the contract. But right now, when you look at the last 3 seasons, his points have trended in a downward motion, and this year's no different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ugly. I don't know what you do there.
I don't know.
Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Anthony Stalter. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Speaking of Marsh, he's got what's trending for you next.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. We just got done talking about your St. Louis Blues. The Blues will start back up on Thursday, taking on the Seattle Kraken. Pre-game for that one starts at 6 o'clock. Puck drop will be at 7. We have What's Trending coming up next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Here's what's trending.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, I have some football news that I want to go over regarding the quarterback situations within the NFL. So we look at the Texans. Their GM says a Stroud trade speculation is moronic. Of course, Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, he will probably be gone on March 11th, so they'll be coming up here soon. The Dolphins GM says everything is on the table with Tua, and the Ravens target a Lamar Jackson extension. Of course, you have other quarterbacks that have been injured, such as Patrick Mahomes. You have free agents that are looking for new teams. But for you guys, which team has the most intriguing quarterback storyline heading into the 2026 season?
Cleveland, because it's always combustible.
Cleveland.
I just saw something that they may start Watson or Shador.
You know what I mean?
You don't know?
I hear that Deshaun Watson's going to be cleared and back playing.
I mean, Cleveland, right?
Cleveland is always
You got the most
you can
storylines.
always have that as
Now, the
an
Colts
answer.
are interesting, too, for me. Because Danny Dimes going to be an unrestricted free agent here, and they were unwilling to go with Richardson.
Yeah.
So what's their deal? Are they in the Kyler Murray sweepstakes?
I think they bring back Daniel Jones.
But when is he able to play? Like, that's the question. He tore his Achilles or his ACL?
Yeah, we saw what happened to other guys.
He had a broken fibula, a broken leg he was playing on. Then he tore his Achilles, if I'm not mistaken.
The timeline.
Kevin O'Connell was managing him.
Timeline's about week 1.
For a torn Achilles?
That's
what world are we living in, man?
His timeline's week 1.
It's like Anthony's been drinking.
You saw Kirk Cousins play on week 1 with an Achilles he tore.
I saw him in uniform, yeah.
Yeah. You saw Aaron Rodgers. Like, he might be there. He won't be himself. Like, he'll be dragging that damn leg around for about 8 to 12 weeks.
I agree. I think that the Colts are going to run it back with him. They saw what he could do in that system. Now, will he be ready for week 1? I have no idea. Maybe you have to start Anthony Richardson a couple of times. But I do think that they're going to go with Daniel Jones. As far as the other, to Marsh's question, like who's got the most intriguing situation, I wonder what Miami does too. They're going to dump Tua, it seems like. Well, who do they sign? And we got Let's Play QB Matchmaker here in a couple of segments, so I won't go too deep into that. And then Arizona with Kyler Murray. Are they going to move on from Kyler Murray? You could do a lot better than Murray. You could also do a lot worse.
Yeah.
So the Arizona situation's interesting as well. At the very least, you have an offensive mind now at head coach with Mike LaFleur. Mm-hmm. So at the very least, you know he's going to call the plays, and he's going to be able to pick out his guy.
There are a number of situations where you really have no clue what's going on in that quarterback room. Atlanta, you talked about Atlanta being one of those as well. You don't know what they're going to do with Michael Penix if he's healthy, if he's back. What are the New York Jets doing at quarterback? Like who's their quarterback? Like, I'm asking because I don't know.
It started 3 guys last year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know.
They don't have a quarterback.
There you go. Hey, you talked about the Browns. The Pittsburgh Steelers, what are they doing? Mm-hmm. I guess probably 5 to 7 teams where you're looking at the quarterback situation. You're like, well, you have no clue.
Too.
The Vikings. That's another one. What are they doing? Like, are you running it back with who you had on the roster last year? Mm-hmm. All right, man. Cool. Good luck. I don't know. So there are some you're looking at some of these organizations and you're kind of pondering which direction they're going to go.
Definitely.
And I have no answer for you because, hell, you assume that the Vikings, you feel like they may be comfortable with J.J. McCarthy? Maybe.
I don't know. It seems like they've been slandering him all offseason.
They have
and last year too. There was something up there.
So then what happens then? Because there's so many teams. The Steelers, the Jets, maybe the Browns, and definitely the Vikings are looking for starting quarterbacks. There's not that many qualified quarterbacks that will be in this year's draft to support those positions. So where does Kirky football end up? Someone's going to pay him. Someone's going to pay. I know you hate him, but someone's going to pay him.
I think he goes back to Minnesota.
It could be Minnesota.
I do too.
Which may not be a terrible fit.
It's a level of comfort
Marshy may
from both the offensive, the head coach.
Well, he already knows the offense.
Correct.
Per se, because it's going to change year to year a little bit, but whatever.
Yeah, what you run is what you run. And if that's what you ran while you were there and that's the head coach you played under, there's a level of comfort for both parties, the quarterback and the head coach.
What's your guy going to do in Pitt?
Who the hell knows, man?
Like,
I don't know
let me ask you the question, because I thought about this the other day, but I saw the potential of Kyler Murray being let go.
No, thank you.
But do you think Mike McCarthy looks at Kyler Murray and says, I kind of had a version of this in Dak Prescott, and I did pretty good with him?
Nah, Dak is, I think Kyler's deficiencies.
Oh, I know what his deficiencies
are. But
you got nothing right now.
Well, I got Will Howard. I got potentially drafting Simpson out of Alabama.
And you think those are better
than Kyler Murray, who
you were the guy that you were selling me all the stock on Kyler Murray.
In that offense, I believe.
Anthony, you and I were not buying that stock.
And I was wrong, man. I can admit, I was wrong. I apologize. It was definitely not a Sam Darnold premonition. You know what I mean?
2:38 p.m.
I was wrong. Write it down. You might not hear it ever again, but I was wrong about Kyler.
So what do you think happens to Kyler Murray? Like, do the Jets do the dumb thing and go, yeah, give us some of that Kyler Murray?
Somebody's going to pick him up.
I could see that. I could see the Jets doing it. Convincing themselves that he's the answer to kind of get them over the top.
Or the placeholder, whatever.
Right. Somebody's going to
I
be
just think it's
intrigued by
fun. There's lots of spots that are going to be open.
there is more than enough desperation in the NFL when it comes to the quarterback spot that a team like the Jets or whoever is going to roll the dice on Tua, roll the dice on Kyler Murray as a starter.
Real quick here before we move on, I thought this was pretty funny. So if you watched the game yesterday, and we caught the end of it, Cardinals and Marlins, you saw that Michael McGreevy gave up a home run to the leadoff hitter for the Marlins. Apparently they were using batting practice balls at the start of the game.
You're kidding me.
I'm not, no.
Why would they do that?
On accident?
It was an accident. They used the wrong bucket of balls.
Why
I
are the
just found that
batting
to be
practice
funny.
balls different?
I think they
They're more
must.
scuffed up.
Yeah, and I think they might fly more too.
But wouldn't you not want that?
He said it was an accident.
Well, it must have been an accident.
No, but even like if I was running batting practice for my team,
Now you want guys to feel good, Jamie.
Yeah.
They have
oh
confidence.
yeah, and then they get in the game thinking they're really good and they're not.
Hey, confidence goes a long way.
You know.
I'd have a lot heavier balls thrown at those guys.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So that when they get into the game,
Now they really swing. Yeah. It's like weighted pucks. We used to shoot weighted pucks in the backyard. Then when you got a real puck, you would fire that thing off. Whoa. Bring back the weighted balls.
okay.
So Michael
You can
McGreevy,
warm up with those.
this is what he said. He
Throwing.
said, the umpire comes up to me like, are the balls just slick? McGreevy said. I'm like, dude, I think we're using the wrong bucket of balls. There are scuffs. These balls are messed up on all of them.
Huh. Well
So-
said.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty funny.
That is funny. Welcome to spring training.
Got to use the right bucket of balls always.
It's the ump's fault. Should have noticed those
McGreevy,
balls were scuffed.
He should have.
McGreevy also went on to
Pay
say,
attention, you know.
we weren't using gamers for that first batter. It's not an excuse. Well, it kind of is, but it's really not. It was just something to laugh about. So I thought that was something that we could laugh about too.
Well, good. That is nice. It is good to laugh, Marsh.
It is good to
nice
laugh.
work. All right. I said this earlier. I said this in the first segment. What does the Ramon Urias signing tell us about the Cardinals' plan for the outfield? And I told you what I thought, and Marsh almost threw up in his mouth. Jamie gave me a dirty look, and Carey wasn't listening. So we'll get into that next here on 101 ESPN.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking at this NBA slate tonight for underdog. I think that Kevin Durant goes lower than 25.5 points, but I got Luka going higher than 31.5 versus Orlando, and I got higher for Ant Edwards to go to go higher than 28.5 points when it comes to the Minnesota-Portland matchup. That's my card for tonight in the NBA. How you want to play it is completely up to you, but playing on underdog's easy. Just do what I did. First get signed up, and I get a promo for you, but once you get signed up, you're in and you're rolling. Just use your NBA hunches to win a bunch of money. Choose whether or not your favorite players, your least favorite players for that matter, will go higher or lower on their stats based on the matchup. If you like the matchup, you might want to go higher like I did with Anthony Edwards when it comes to points, or Luka with points. If you don't like the matchup, like I didn't with Kevin Durant, go lower on points. But they got rebounds, they got assists, they got fantasy points, they got combos like points, rebounds, and assists. It's a lot of fun to play on underdog, and if you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. So download the app today. When they ask you for a promo code, just type in my first name, Anthony. Then you're going to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, use my promo code Anthony at sign up, and you get the $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 at Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncbgambling.org. It's Fastline on 101 ESPN. We did dive into this signing yesterday, but the Cardinals did sign Ramon Urias to a 1-year, $2 million contract with a mutual option for 2027. That, again, was over the weekend. I believe it was on Sunday. With Lars Nootbaar still recovering from off-season surgery, the club is in need of an outfielder, not a utility infielder. So what does the signing of Urias tell us about the club's plan for the outfield with Nootbaar out for the foreseeable future? He might not make it for game one. I don't know if he'll play the first month. It's kind of up in the air right now after he had surgery. I said this earlier, and Marsh, I know you didn't like it, but here's my thought process on this. You could put Thomas Saggese in left field. He's somebody that does have limited time, but he does have some time in the outfield. But I think it's more likely than not that it's Fermin that's starting in left field because he's out of options, whereas Thomas Saggese, I believe, has 2 options left. He's got more flexibility. So maybe they send Saggese down to the minors when camp opens up, and he gets some time in the outfield, maybe gets more comfortable, and you see how Fermin does. I think Church will probably make it as a 4th outfielder because you're gonna need a 4th outfielder as well. I'm not saying any of these options are good. They're not. But right now, Victor Scott and Jordan Walker are the only ones in the outfield that are set in stone. You don't have a lot of depth, and the depth you do have, you don't like. But I think when it comes to the Urias signing, it means that Fermin transfers out to the outfield exclusively, at least at the start of the year, until Nootbaar is healthy.
Yeah, I agree with that. It also tells me that they thought they had a tremendous amount of depth for the infield, but I think they're doubting maybe Gorman's defense.
Well, that too. Yeah.
And if that's the case, then, this guy's a utility infielder. He has won a Gold Glove before, so maybe he ends up being your third baseman at some point, depending on J.J. Weatherholt and, how all that kind of unfolds. But I mean, that's kind of what I got out of it because, I'm Bloom, who's been preaching all offseason, looking for that right bat outfielder. Mm-hmm. He was asked about that, I believe, last week or whatnot. And when he made this signing, and he said that, we kind of realized that we may need a little depth on the infield, too, as well. So whatever that means ultimately, I'm not in their meetings, but in my opinion, it tells me they're not 100% sure on maybe Gorman's defensive side of things.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either.
You lost somebody, too, in Brendan Donovan. You didn't lose him, you traded him. That had so much position flexibility. Uh-huh. The last 2 guys that you had in that role, you traded away. Tommy Edman and now Brendan Donovan. So your backup, not even a backup, you're starting second baseman, or when he's not playing second, he's in the outfield. He also play anywhere in the infield for a short period of time. That guy's gone. So signing Urias makes a lot of sense for exactly what you're saying, Jamie, is you got some infield depth now.
That doesn't solve the outfield depth.
It certainly does not.
Because I'm looking at the number. Fermin has played 6 games in the outfield in his career. Herrera has played 4 games in the outfield in his career. The only one that has experience playing left field, more experience than both of those guys, is Alec Burleson, which he's your first baseman now.
Right.
But is he? Like, I
Who else is going to play first?
I don't know. You got more people that can play first than left field.
Do you? I don't know if you do. Who do you got to play first?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Urias has played first base. Who else you got? Nolan Gorman has played first base. I don't know what you want to do with Ivan Herrera. I don't know how you...
You know what I want to do with
Ivan Herrera. You want to make him a DH.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't need to touch the field at all.
He doesn't have to, no.
Okay.
Problem solved.
It's going to be not having... Even when Lars is back, you still lack depth in that position.
That's correct.
Like, as a whole.
Jamie.
It's always you, man.
Yeah, it's going to have to be.
It's always going to be you.
Why?
That's what we decided.
Oh, another meeting?
Yeah, you weren't here.
Without me?
Same meeting. It was same meeting.
5:15 yesterday.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Noted.
But yeah,
No, you're right. Yeah, the
like
outfield depth is not good.
Yeah. So I don't know how this plays out. If you're struggling in the outfield, Alec Burleson solves that issue, but then it creates another issue for you in the infield.
Nathan Church, I would expect Nathan Church to have better numbers in the majors than he did with his cup of coffee last year because it was bad. But the minors, he has decent numbers in the minors. So if Nathan Church can develop quickly and be one of those surprise players, maybe he earns a spot in left. But for now, I think he's just your fourth outfielder.
Yeah, the whole Jose Fermin thing, I think why I'm a little apprehensive to just put him in left field is because I don't really, and I know like he has solid numbers here and there. Like he was pretty good in AAA during his time there. I don't like what is his role with for the future of the Cardinals?
Nothing.
Okay, so like I don't really want to entertain that.
Okay, but what do you have then?
Okay, I mean I'd rather have Joshua Baez make the team and play left field.
Is he ready? Because you don't want to. I understand what you're saying. What you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying why even waste the time with Jose Fermin if he's not going to be part of your future? Why not just go with somebody?
Correct.
Give a runway. Sorry for the redundancy, but why? Give an opportunity to a young guy, unless you feel as though he's not ready. And by you, I mean the Cardinals.
For sure.
Because then you can wind up. I'm not a big believer in you can ruin a guy, but I think in Major League Baseball, the teams are more sensitive to that than I am.
Well, and in this scenario, you would have Joshua Baez in left field and potentially J.J. Weatherholt in the infield, two rookies. Right.
Which I'm cool with that, too. Weatherholt, by all accounts, is ready for the big leagues. I don't know if Baez is. And if you rush the development, now you got a bigger problem on your hands than just sticking Jose Fermin out there until Newbar's healthy. Because Newbar will be healthy at some point.
Well, and then if he's not ready, and I don't really feel comfortable with Jose Fermin being in it, I would put Thomas Ajacey there. I really would.
And you just cut Fermin.
Yeah, but my issue is these guys ain't played. Thomas Ajacey ain't played no games in left field. He ain't played no games in the outfield.
Doesn't mean he can't play there, Carey.
It doesn't. Does not.
But how many games did you say Jose Fermin has played?
6. I didn't say that was great either.
Like I said, you're not going to like the options.
How many games had Wilson Contreras played at first base before he played?
Not many, Jamie. Good call.
And he played pretty damn good over there.
Is easy.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Right, Anthony?
It's incredibly hard.
Incredibly hard.
Okay.
Tell him, Wash.
We get a text from the 314 from an outfield logjam to one true outfielder in a few years.
True.
About time.
Pretty amazing.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's not.
I think I'd rather be in this situation.
The only, if there is a good thing, the only good thing is you're not blocking. You're not blocking anybody.
You're not blocking nobody.
So if somebody does emerge, great.
Have at it.
You don't have to worry about a contract. You don't have to worry about a veteran. You just plug and play. That is the good thing about being in a rebuild. Nolan Gorman's going to have plenty of opportunities to fail at third base. Jordan Walker's going to have plenty of opportunities to succeed or fail in right field. Same thing with J.J. Weatherholt at second base. There's not an immediate need to contend. And the Cardinals have been fake contending for the last couple of years, which has potentially blocked some of these players from getting a real look.
Fake contending.
They're fake contenders over the last couple of years. We're contending. Stop lying. No, you're not.
Contending for the division.
They were
Either
trying
way,
hard, man.
Either way, you're fake contending. Know what I mean?
Sure.
And I don't know how hard they have been trying. Carey?
Oh, wow.
Well, they have a whole month to figure this out.
They do. Well, I don't even think there's anything. Again, I don't even think there's anything to figure out. Sajayce's got two options. Fermin does not. So I think that's going to be the determining factor for that. But we'll see. Cardinals, Nationals, 5:05 today. That's spring training number 3 for the Cardinals, who are 2-1. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We're going to play Quarterback Matchmaker. Some of the draft picks, some of the free agents, some of the soon-to-be free agents. Looking at you, Kirky football.
Oh, baby.
We'll play QB Matchmaker next on 101 ESPN.
If you're tired of looking at your vehicle, maybe it's a few years old, maybe it's brand new and you still want it to look a little bit better, you got a different vision for your vehicle, head over to Pure Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. They are well known for their top quality work and their excellent customer service. And whether it's running boards, light kits, lift kits, leveling kits, tonneau covers, tinted windows, you name it, Pure Performance takes care of all that. And not just for certain types of vehicles, all vehicles, Jeeps, Broncos, SUVs, pickup trucks, cars, as well as minivans. They also handle tires for all of those vehicles. So not just the oversized off-road tires, they provide tires for every make and model of vehicle, and they have a full-service garage that can take care of anything that you need while you're there. But you do have to get out there and see them. They're right in St. Peter's off of Highway 70, Cave Springs Boulevard exit. Walk in, ask for Shelby. Please tell Shelby that Jamie Rivers sent you in. She's going to take great care of you. And if for some reason you can't get there in person and you want to check things out anyways, check them out online at pureperformance.com. That's pure, P-U-R, performance.com.
O'clock, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with the glorious news that the Falcons will release Kirk Cousins on the first day of the new season. I believe that's March 11th.
Do you think that makes your team any better, Anthony?
He doesn't have a quarterback.
Doesn't make us any worse.
Well, I know, but I just don't understand why. One, he's not making hardly any money anymore, and now you're celebrating his departure.
Doesn't like him.
I just don't get it.
I don't think the Falcons should have ever signed him.
Okay, that's fine, but he's not hurting your team now.
Anthony would
It's made
rather
us better.
run Anthony would rather run Wildcat with Bijan Robinson than see Kirk Cousins under center again.
All right, that's fine.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong at all.
I don't know.
Well, let's find Kirky at home then.
Thank you, Jamie. Great
Minnesota
transition. Got a new man on the Minnesota Vikings. It's an old man, too. It's a familiar face. We'll get to Kirk, though. Let's do draft edition first.
Oh, boy.
We'll start easy. Fernando Francisco Mendoza.
I think we know where that's going.
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Again, that's just a warm up for us.
That was easy.
Ty Simpson. Where does Ty Simpson?
Where is he projected to go? 15th,
Pittsburgh
probably?
Steelers is what they're projecting him to
Terrible pickup.
to be. That's what I've seen, and that's I guess they don't trust Will Howard that much, and they don't know what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers. But I think even if Aaron Rodgers does come back, it'll probably be his last year. If you feel that highly about Ty Simpson, now don't give me this, oh, he did such a great job at the combine. I don't care. It's dudes in shorts throwing footballs. Nobody cares. But if you feel like what you watched him do at Alabama will translate well enough to be in the NFL and specifically in Pittsburgh, I think Mike McCarthy will I think he can work miracles. I do. Offensively. When we get to clock management and game management, we'll see. But offensively, I think he can do some special things with a quarterback that has some talent. So, but I think that's where he's projected to go.
Is that where he should go?
Is that the match? Are you making the match though? Again, we're playing QB Matchmaker. We found a home for Mendoza. Now, granted, it was easy. It's a layup.
That was a layup.
Ty Simpson.
Yeah, I'll say yes.
Wow.
I'll give him to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I mean?
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Carey used to like the Steelers.
Nah,
He did.
we good. We're good. I'll take them.
Jamie?
So I'm trying to find this really quick. Where is he projected to go?
Steelers.
No, what pick?
21.
Some people have projected him to be a top 5 pick, but
No,
he's not.
consistently he's in the back half of the first round or early second.
Okay. Yeah, I think Carey's on. I'm looking at some of the other teams that would fall in that pick area, and I don't think they need him. Yeah. Give me the Steelers.
Okay.
Ugh, I don't like it. I feel dirty.
I'm going to say the Rams with their second first-round pick,
Where do they
that's
draft
not
at?
bad.
29.
I don't think he gets past Pittsburgh. If
Steelers
new
are taking a
regime.
defensive tackle, and you know it.
No.
Ty Simpson's
This
gonna
is
fall.
This is a different head coach. It's a different mindset. I think defensively.
Did the whole organization change?
No. But the head coach changed, and they took a defensive tackle in the first round last year,
I know.
and he got hurt. So it's like having a coming back from an injury. It's like making a trade. They traded for him. They got him back. He'll be back. He'll be healthy.
Yeah.
Harmon, I believe. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Who's the Eagles' backup?
It's a kid that started he started week 18 for them. I forget his name now.
Because I'm just looking for some other matches for this guy. I would have said Green Bay would have been a nice match, but their pick is traded to Dallas.
Tanner McKee.
Nobody knows him.
But
He's drawn some. He's a kid out of Stanford. He's actually drawn some. He's kind of intriguing because obviously he's on the Eagles.
could you see the
They know what
Colts
they're doing.
doing it?
I could, but again, I think the Rams take.
Their pick's gone anyways. Never mind.
I think the Rams take their QB of the
Jets got
future.
that one. Maybe the Jets at 16
That's
because they got the Colts pick for Sauce Gardner.
true. They got a couple picks. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. All right, you take the Jets.
I'll take the Jets.
All right, Marsh.
I think he'll probably land in Pittsburgh. I don't hate your idea. I was thinking of a team. They won't draft him, but I'm just wondering if I'll bring this team up. The Detroit Lions, right? They have Jared Goff under contract for, I think he signed a 4-year deal. I wonder if that could be a situation where they bring in Ty Simpson and he ends up waiting a little bit, gets used to that system. Do you think he kind of profiles as like a Jared Goff type quarterback?
I think that's fair, yeah.
So if they just want to keep that going?
Yeah, I could see that.
Now, they won't draft him. Like, I wouldn't draft him where they are picking because they have that quarterback. But who knows?
Yeah,
Green Bay's done that before.
Don't know if I'm picking him in the first
well.
round if I'm the Lions.
Right.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to the free agent edition.
Oh, boy.
Malik Willis. I say Dolphins.
He apparently is going to be one of the most sought-after UFAs.
The most sought-after quarterback.
Wow.
There aren't any.
In his, I mean, he has drawn a couple of starts now the last couple of years, and he has played more than he has looked more than competent.
He has earned that, and compared to where he was drafted in the third round, there were some suggestions and some thoughts that maybe he was going to be a first-round draft pick. Ended up going in the third round to Tennessee. It didn't go well there. It didn't go well for many people there.
No.
In Tennessee, and now he did a great job in filling in for Jordan Love when he was injured. So I think he has earned that. I do see him. Miami seems like a good fit for him. I mean, Miami, you got Arizona needing a quarterback if they move on from Kyler Murray. Maybe they don't feel like spending that money. I don't know where Arizona goes, but Miami could be a good fit for Malik Willis. He's going to be the most sought-after quarterback, I think, this offseason. I don't even think it's close. I don't think it's a question.
Yeah.
Playing matchmaker.
Yeah, if I'm looking around the league, maybe, like, I look at the Colts, too. That's an offense that's ready to roll. And are they bringing back Danny Dimes? Are they not? I mean, that's obviously a huge decision. Do they believe that Richardson is the guy, or would they rather have Malik Willis there? Not that he's plug and play, but I think he's better than Richardson. Mm-hmm. So I could see the Colts taking a swing at it, too.
I've said this for a while. I think he'd be a great fit in Arizona just because of who their head coach is. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he played under
the brother of LaFleur.
Yeah, Mike LaFleur and Matt LaFleur. Yep. So I think that would be a good fit for him because of that. Plus, like, who is there to really, if he ends up going there, I'm assuming Kyler Murray would be moving on.
Sure.
And then who is there to really fight for that spot? Jacoby Brissett? Like,
Nobody.
We watched him play this year, but we also watched why he's not an NFL starter every single season. He's a good backup. So maybe he gets an opportunity there.
Agreed. All right, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota Vikings.
I agree.
Yep.
Goes
I think
back to Minnesota.
That's another layup.
Yep.
It's like Fernando Mendoza going number 1 overall.
Yeah.
Now, Marshy doesn't seem too thrilled about it.
He's okay with it.
Is he?
Yeah.
I actually don't mind that. I think that for the Vikings, if they end up going a different route, let's say they try and get like a Kyler Murray, and we've talked about, and I don't know if San Francisco is going to move off of, I'm
Mac
blanking
Jones.
Mac Jones. If they trade for him, or if they get a guy who's like a solidified starter, that basically ends J.J. McCarthy's opportunity, and he's only played one season. So I think if you get Kirk Cousins, he has a good guy in the locker room, a good veteran to learn from, but also has a chance to eventually become the full-time starter while still under contract. And I still think that he should get some looks. I could also see Kirk Cousins retiring and going to the ESPN broadcast booth or something.
Sure.
I think he's really good, behind a camera.
Yeah.
He made a lot of money. He don't want to retire.
Well, he can make a lot of money.
He wants another
doing
crack
that.
at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we Vikings all say aye.
Aye.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We got you down. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers. See, I did not have Ty Simpson to the Steelers, so I'm going to say Rodgers
What'd
and
you
McCarthy.
have Ty Simpson to?
The Rams.
Oh, you did say that.
The second, their second first round pick.
I sent him to the Jets.
I have Aaron Rodgers going back to Pittsburgh, running it back with Mike McCarthy, and winning another 7-8 games.
Why you don't you that's intentional. Now that was intentional, man.
Nine games.
Come on, man.
Well, how many wins do you think they're going to
gotta make the playoffs.
They got a first place schedule.
We gotta make the playoffs. Who we got taking on? I mean, it's fine. The Patriots. Come on, man. That ain't. What are we talking about?
Broncos, Jaguars.
Doable.
Ravens.
It's all doable.
All right, 9 wins.
It's all doable.
There you go.
Carey, 9 wins. Okay, he
You
wins.
get 2 against the Browns, split 1 with the Ravens and the Bengals. That's 4 wins there.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots, Jags, 5-6.
Just dismissing the Patriots, are
Hey,
we?
you're winning all of them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, why not? I just gave you 2 losses. I said
You
we
don't even know who
split.
the hell your quarterback's
We
going to be
split
yet.
with the
I just gave
Ravens
you
and the
Aaron
Bengals.
Rodgers.
No, he's got Ty Simpson. He ain't winning that many games with that guy.
Broncos win.
Okay.
Which division? Which NFC division are we playing?
he's
in?
out of his
don't
mind.
know. He's out of his mind.
He's completely out of his mind.
He's
I'm
very
serious.
you know what, Jamie? He's loyal. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but sometimes there's a fine line between loyal and you know what.
Come on, man. What are we doing here?
Bit of a whack job.
Yeah, quite a bit of a whack job.
You guys are crazy, man.
All right, I'm matching up Rodgers with McCarthy again.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to walk away, man.
Ayahuasca time.
It's time to chill.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, Marsh.
I have Aaron Rodgers going back to the Steelers
Yeah.
for maybe one more season.
There you go. Okay. Daniel Jones, I got him going back to the Colts.
I
Yep.
think it's the only spot he'll go because everybody else will be too. I think I'd be apprehensive.
Yeah, he uses his legs a lot, so I wonder how much that will play a factor into how he does this
It ain't
upcoming
gonna
year.
be good.
Well,
He didn't use it. He they let him try himself out there with a broken leg. You'll be fine. You can't do any more damage. Oh, you tore your Achilles, did you? Man.
look, man, I don't think you're wrong.
Come on, man.
That-
You
if
ain't
that
send
helps.
no guy out there with a broken leg. Did you watch him in that practice when they were showing it on TV? He was damn limping around. Hey, dude, he's going to play. He's tough. All right, you tore your Achilles, huh? Didn't see that happening.
I'm not saying
what
it's-
could happen when you playing on a broken
Carey, I
leg.
don't
It's
like
not
your-
going to be
I
pretty,
like your
but we're
attitude.
matching up quarterbacks to
Terrible.
teams.
He's going to be terrible
It's a
next year.
terrible attitude today.
Colts. Jamie's favorite quarterback, Joe Flacco.
Home.
Oh.
It's time,
You
man.
going Baltimore?
No. Home. Wherever he's from, he probably does have a house in Baltimore.
Someone's
That's
going to give
probably
him a
his
chance.
permanent
I think he
residence.
ends up in Atlanta.
I do too.
I think he's a Falcon.
I think it's
so.
the Falcons.
I hope so.
I think Joe.
I hope
I think
so.
Stefanski.
What do you say like that for?
I hope he starts.
He probably will.
Stefanski's had him
Yeah,
already.
he
He
loves
knows
him.
what he can do.
Good.
He knows he's a lethal weapon.
Is he?
Yeah.
Like Danny Glover?
Yeah, kind of.
When he got
More
older,
like Mel Gibson.
It's more like Danny Glover. Danny was old as hell in those movies.
Yeah, but you didn't want to cross him. Once he did
I don't
that
think he
next
was.
stretch.
That's the funny part.
He looked old. He acted. He seemed
acted
old.
but I don't think. I think he was like 30 something.
I think he was younger than Mel Gibson in that movie.
too.
Was he?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, good times. Marcia, you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon,
Oh, okay.
also in, I believe he was in Predator 2.
He was 40.
Was he 40?
Yeah.
What was Mel
In Lethal
Gibson?
Weapon 1? No way
yeah.
he was 40.
I think so. It says Danny Glover was 40 or 41 years old during the filming of the original Lethal
He
Weapon,
had to be 50 years
1987.
old.
How old was Mel?
Mel Gibson.
Back to back, like I'm on the cover of Lethal
30.
Weapon.
Okay.
Mel Gibson was only 30? Yeah, yeah. Back in the 80s, man, those mustaches made you look much older.
Yeah, I love looking at old draft pictures of like an 18-year-old drafted
Yeah.
to the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
Looked like it was 43.
Yeah.
Receding hairline, big mustache.
Did you ever see that with like college football players?
Yeah.
They, do
They did that
in, like
with
the
Penn
late
State,
80s.
like the
yeah, and
80s.
you're like, holy
That
crap.
man got a whole family at home.
Yeah.
He's a freshman. No, he's not.
Guy's a professor.
Back when men were men. All right, real quick, Tua. Who are you matching up with Tua?
Battlehawks.
Oh, man. That. Come on, man. You made Marcy. Come on,
Because
man.
Marcy knows even the Battlehawks don't want him.
Oh, my God.
I don't think it's a good fit, but I got him going to the Jets.
Oh, my
I was thinking that.
So they're going to have
I was
Ty
thinking the
Simpson and
Jets.
Kyler and Tua.
Yeah.
That's about right, actually. Actually, I can see the Cleveland Browns picking him up.
No. I can see the Jets. I think that is a it's in the division. Teams
I don't know
usually
if I
like
do
to go
that.
with
I know,
quarterbacks
that's
or players that they got a
Exactly.
Maybe the
good look
Cardinals.
at.
Mark's got an interesting one with what's his face going to Malik Willis going to Arizona.
Yeah.
What about the Houston Texans?
For what?
He's a backup there.
I say Jets. but you can choose Houston.
Well, I'm just
It's your
He
pick.
he doesn't think CJ
Who's the
Stroud.
backup in?
I think-
for the Rams.
Well, it was Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's going to be Ty Simpson, according to me.
Well, but
Jimmy G was the
is
guy.
Tua some kind of a reclamation project for Sean McVay?
Ooh.
No way.
I'm just asking, Kerry.
I wouldn't.
Jesus.
You sounded so offended.
No way.
You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I like Marsh's idea of Malik Willis actually going to Arizona. I got Kyler going to Miami.
Oh.
And I got Tua. I got Tua
to the
going to the
Jets?
Jets.
Why would the Dolphins do that?
They don't know what they're doing. But you know what? You got to think that way.
That guy's got fired, though. He's gone.
They hired Jeff Halfley, who you don't know who he's doing either.
I did forget about Davis Mills. Davis Mills had a 1-year
There
extension
you
with
go.
Houston.
And he
so
played.
it's
And he
off
played
the-
pretty
yeah,
well
he was
as
fine.
the backup.
Millsy
He was
didn't hurt
fine.
you.
Nah, Millsy got locked out.
Honestly, he saved their season.
Who did you? What backup did you hack up the 1 year? Remember you kept
Oh,
calling him
Smitty. Yeah, Mike White.
Mike White. He kept calling him Mike Smith. Smith, and they just did change it around and started to call him
I said,
Smitty.
screw it. He's Smitty from now on. If I ever meet the guy, I'm going to call him Smitty.
All right. We got a couple of sports six-packs coming up. Part 1 is next. 314-399-9646 of the Air Comfort Service text line. So if you got a question for us, send it there. Sports six-pack, Part 1 next.
the question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, time for the Sports Six-Pack. If you got a question for us, you can send it into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Marsh, question 1, please.
Question number 1.
All right. We get a question from the 801. Assuming the Blues can get some first-round picks before the deadline, what are the odds that they'll actually use all draft picks like they did in 2023?
Probably not, based on the fact that I think Army and Steiner, they're going to target getting some players. Like at this point, you need to start turning the corner. And you're banking on next year's roster having Dvorsky, Snuggerud, Neighbors, Broberg, Holloway, Stenberg, maybe Lindstein. Like, you're banking on your young players that you did draft or that you acquired before. They're making that move right now to become your next core. I don't think getting more draft picks and starting over is the key. Maybe one or two of them. But if you can get more of them, I could see Army flipping those to get a rostered player. That's my thoughts. Thank you.
Well said, Jamie.
Thanks, Carey.
Marsh, you have thoughts?
Just nodding my head.
I don't mind flipping those picks at all, especially if they're going to be a later round pick, assuming that if you do trade whoever it may be, more than likely those teams are going to be playoff teams, and they're probably going to be in the bottom half of the first round. So, you could end up keeping it and getting like another Justin Carbonneau where you get good value at the end of the first round for that player that you select. But I think where the Blues are right now, much like Jamie said, it would be beneficial to flip that to get a more bona fide player in the NFL. That'd be nice too if we had a football team here.
Just never know.
In the NHL.
Yeah, get the right guys for the NFL. Hear me?
Question number 2.
Marshy knows.
Speaking of the NFL,
You said right?
Right. The right guys for the NFL and the NHL.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
from the 618. Derrick Henry plays as late into his career as Frank Gore. Will he go down as the best running back of all time?
No.
the best running back of all time? No.
No chance. Not with guys like Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith. I'm sorry. Like those guys, Barry Sanders doesn't have a Super Bowl championship, but that guy was one of the most dominant running backs to ever play the game. So
Frank Gore is not even
that. Frank Gore. He just had longevity. He was good.
Frank Gore is third on the all-time rushing list. I think that's amazing, but I don't think he's. If you were taking, there's a bunch of running backs you would probably take over Frank Gore.
I think, yeah.
Well,
I imagine like Steven Jackson. I think Steven Jackson over Frank Gore.
That might be where I stop at. I don't think I would take, and I think Jack was outstanding. I don't think I would take him over Frank Gore. Just my personal opinion. I think Frank Gore. Jack was the guy.
Yeah, he had nobody blocking for him. He had the janitor blocking for him.
He had the offensive line.
No, he didn't.
Hey, he did. But I don't. For me, Derrick Henry is 10th on the all-time rushing list right now. He could potentially be maybe top
Carey
6 after this season.
Are you viewing the question as like the most yards?
No.
Because I'm not. I'm looking at it as the
viewing
best.
it. Yeah, and I don't think. So to answer that part of the question, I don't think Derrick Henry, even if he has the longevity of Frank Gore, he would be better, or he would. I don't think so.
Now, if he wins a couple of Super Bowls down the stretch here,
or I don't. The question was, would he be a top 3 running back? No, I don't think so, or a top running back.
The best.
No, hell no. To answer the other question that I think you posed is, do I think that Frank Gore is better than Steven Jackson? Yes, but it's not based solely on rushing statistics. It's personal preference.
Oh, so you don't like Steven Jackson?
Didn't say that.
No, you didn't not say it.
Didn't say that I did. Didn't say that I don't like Steven
We
Jackson.
got beef, guys. We
think
got a
Steven Jackson
celebrity
is
boxing
a
match coming up.
hell of a running back. I think he was outstanding.
He was a nice guy.
He was
my neighbor, Carey. You be careful.
I think he was a special running back, man.
Yeah, his mom was a fantastic
and I
lady,
think,
too. You better watch him out.
I think if he'd have been on a better team, man, it'd have been much better for him. He was the only thing you would go to watch.
Yeah.
You didn't want
what I'm basing my opinion off of.
That doesn't mean he's that.
But if you put him on a good team, how dominant could he have been?
I mean, if he had other pieces around him, he probably would have been very much more dominant than he already was.
That's solely what I'm basing my opinion on.
Yeah, but your opinion, sir.
Yeah,
Is
just like
there
yours.
is there a running back right now that you think could finish as the best of all time?
Right now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I'm asking you to project because the whole question was about Derrick Henry,
best
right?
of all time?
Yeah. Who is
Like,
the best of all time in your opinion?
That's
tough,
a
right?
loaded question.
I mean, Marshall Falk. We didn't say his name yet.
I love Marshall. I mean,
Barry?
For me, I love Barry. It's probably Walter Payton for me. The best of all time. It might because I just think he did. His style. I just loved everything that he did. Do I think that there's a running back that's playing football today that can be on? No, I don't think so. And there are some. I mean, Bijan Robinson is special. Saquon Barkley is outstanding. Derrick Henry, who we just talked about. I mean, special talents. But yeah, I don't. I mean, and we don't even mention Emmitt Smith, who is the all-time leading rusher. I know Jamie doesn't care about stats.
Wow, he played for 47 years. He better have yards.
He didn't care about stats. He played for 25.
Two yards a carry.
He played for a long. He didn't care. Come on, man.
Sorry, 3.
Frank Gore's the man.
I like Frank Gore.
You don't love
but he's
him.
up there in the statistics because he played for a really long time. He wasn't a guy that was dominant. I'm sorry.
That is pretty impressive, though, given the running back position.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
I mean, yeah, because Emmitt Smith played, I say 25 years, I can't add, 15 years, excuse me.
You did say 25.
I did.
That sounded
Bad
way.
math.
I wasn't going to check you.
You should have.
But 25.
25 was a long time.
Holy smokes.
He played 15 years. Frank Gore played 16 years. Walter only played 13 years. I mean, but Barry only played, 10?
But he chose to quit.
That's what I'm saying. Barry
got
played
bored.
10. He played 10 and was a Pro Bowler in every single year. Like 10 years, and he was like, all right, I'm done.
Tired of this.
I'm over it.
We have a few other names filing in on the Air Comfort Service text line. We have Bo Jackson and Jim Brown.
Well, Jim Brown for sure.
Yeah. Bo unfortunately didn't play long enough.
Yeah.
Because of the injury.
What about, the other guy?
Juice?
Yeah.
The juice is loose?
Juice is loose. Was pretty damn good.
Juice
too.
was, yeah.
Juice was loose for real, man. He was
He's this last for defense.
running the ball as hard as possible, man. He's a really good he's a really good running back. You know what I mean? He was.
Yeah.
Special. Yeah. But no running back right now, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Part 2 of the Sports Six Pack is coming up next. If you have a question, keep sending those in. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Part 2 of the Sports Six Pack next. Hey, this month is running out, which means you got to head out to Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum, just minutes from South County, right off I-55. The offers are aggressive. In fact, Auto Centers Nissan, I was talking to somebody the other day. They're saying that this is the best buying window that we could see all year long. So if you are in the market for a new Nissan or a pre-owned vehicle, Auto Centers Nissan has over 1,000 new and used vehicles all on their lot, all in one massive location, again, out in Herculaneum. They're offering deep price cuts for the entire new Nissan lineup, which means on select new Nissan models, you get 0% payments for 6 months, zero money down. I'm sorry, I said get zero payments for 6 months, zero money down, and 0% APR for 60 months. Every new Nissan also comes with a 30-day return promise within 30 days. If you're not completely in love with the vehicle and you want to upgrade to something else or switch to something else, bring it back. They'll refund your money and they'll set you up with something else. If you're shopping used, select pre-owned vehicles, qualify for zero down and no payments for 3 months. And every new or used vehicle that's financed with Auto Centers Nissan includes complimentary walkaway finance protection, which helps defend you from negative loan equity if life changes unexpectedly. So shop now at AutoCentersNissan.com. When you do head to Herculaneum, tell them that Anthony Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Blues get back in action after the Olympic break on Thursday. They'll take on the Seattle Kraken, and you can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6. Puck drop is at 7. We have part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions in to the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll answer those questions next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Time for part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack. Bless you, Carey. Question number 3, please.
Question number 3.
All right, from the 314, would the Blues been more likely to trade Jordan Binnington this season if Buffalo did not claim Colton Ellis at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you had that guy right now in your system, you could easily argue that he's ready to jump up to the NHL and be a backup goalie. And the Blues were in a tough spot at the start of the season because everybody on that team, including Doug Armstrong, thought that this was going to be a playoff team. So you put a playoff roster together, and you weren't going to carry 3 goalies. You just weren't. So you tried to slide that guy through waivers at the start of the season. Didn't happen. Buffalo picked him up. And by Buffalo picking him up, I think that changes the level of appetite Army might have to trade Jordan Binnington right now.
Fair enough.
Question number 4.
This one comes from Blue 42 Set Pizza Hut. I heard it on the afternoon show. How do you guys feel about a 4-point field goal from 60 yards?
I hate it.
Field goals are worth 3.
Yeah, I hate the, like we heard about, we should have a 4-point line in the NBA. And come on, man. Like, why we want to change
Three-pointer
all
in
these
NBA is
rules?
worth 3. Same in college.
Why we want to change all these rules?
I don't know.
Like, because guys can make it from there now, so what? I mean, it's still the
Great.
same amount of points.
Yeah.
You give your team an advantage. Good for you. Mm-hmm. Proud of you. Happy for you.
Proud of you. Yeah, that's it.
Now go take your 3 points and go sit.
Listen, I think he
take
speaks
your
the
3 points,
truth.
man. Go sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Actually,
Unless it's a game-winning field goal, then I'm going to hug you.
then you can celebrate, and we'll all jump around. Have a
Like
good
House
time.
of Pain.
Yeah. Jump around.
I don't hate the
Jump
idea.
up and get down.
I also don't love the idea. Kind of indifferent. I think I would have to see it and how it would actually affect a game.
We got somebody like Dallas does in Aubrey who can hit a 60-yarder. So you trot him out, and you're going to be aggressive with it, right? The other time, and that's being generous, right? Because it is a 60-yarder. The other time, you're giving the other team golden field position. They are
I
starting.
think that's the key to the whole thing, right?
Sure, I
Starting
guess.
to miss
There's a
More
risk and there's a
strategy.
reward.
Yeah.
But aren't more teams going for it anyways on 4th down?
Yeah, but hear me out.
You got Ben Johnson going for it backed up to his own 2.
Well, that's part of it, though.
Okay, but hear me out. Let's just say Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell have a guy like Aubrey who can kick the 60-plus.
Well, trade him.
But
Doesn't need
no.
him.
You're at the 55-yard line. You're down by 3. Dan Campbell hands it off to the running back who runs back to make it 60 yards and gets tackled on purpose. And now you can kick a field goal to win the game.
Okay. Now you're thinking.
Yeah, the
Now it's- now
percentages
it's
are
interesting.
low as hell, though.
Well, but,
that ball comes out so low when it's that far away. You get the taller guys, get a little penetration, get your hands up.
Some of these guys kick the ball.
I have.
Some of these guys are hitting close to 70 in warm-up.
I have.
Do you want to see more kickers or more quarterbacks?
I mean, come on, man. Who the hell wants to see more kickers, Jamie? Just asking. Who the hell?
That guy
who the
was
hell
just
came
trying to have
the
fun
game
with the
and said,
exercise,
You know what I
was
can't wait
interesting.
for?
No, Anthony, you know what I'm going to go do?
Guys,
You know.
You know what I can't
fasten
wait
yourself.
for?
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that kicker kick that 60-yard
Yeah,
field goal.
Carey hates it. Next question, please.
I woke up this morning hoping to see a 60-yard
No, you
field
woke
goal.
up with a bad attitude. It's fine. I respect it.
I told you when I came in, I was tired.
That's why
You
I'm
saw it
like,
on
just
my face.
move on. We got this. Carey's very honest.
Question number 5.
All right, from the 314, what percentage chance do you think we are headed for an MLB lockout in the 2027 season? If you haven't put a number on it.
92%.
100%.
MLB, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say 100%.
100%.
I don't see how these.
wiggle room.
I don't see how these two sides come to any sort of quick agreement,
No.
especially beforehand. Because if you're the players, what are the owners doing to incentivize you to take money out of their best players' pockets?
There's no incentive for me to have non-guaranteed max contracts as much as I want to have, as much as I can make. Like, in what world, other than some other professional sports, do you say that? Yeah, put a cap on how much we can make. We'll figure it out. Will we? No, we won't.
Probably not.
And in baseball, like in the NFL, they try to entice you. Well, they entice you with more money, with more games. In the NBA, I think they try maybe lessen games, or in baseball, they're not going to have less than 162. It's all of baseball is based on numbers. Anthony. Mm-hmm. All they talk about is the numbers.
They love the numbers.
They love these damn numbers. There's like too many damn numbers. I had WRC plus and WOBA and strike K
Bacon.
rate.
What was the one that you made up? It's like ball hit hard.
Yeah, the ball hit hard. It was BABIP. No, I don't know.
That's an actual stat.
actually
Yeah,
exists.
that one. Not that one though. Ball hit hard.
Ball go far or something like that.
Man, did you hit the ball? Ball hit bat. Ball hit hard. Something like that. The BABIP. Yeah, that's all I care about. Did the ball hit the bat? Was the ball hit hard? Where did it land? That's all that matters, man. Did you make contact? More times than not?
No.
Well, then. Yeah. Bat hit ball, ball hit hard.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what it was. Thank you. Dub Jetherholt.
It's W. Jetherholt.
Yeah. Bat hit ball, ball hit hard. That's all that matters, man.
Okay. All right.
Make contact, hit the damn ball hard. You know what happens? People get the hell out of the way.
Sure.
You seen Roger Dorn in that documentary? That Olay
Yeah.
bull crap.
Right.
Yeah.
Lou Brown. Mm-hmm. God rest his soul. Yeah. All right. Is that it, Marsh?
We have one more.
Yes.
Question number 6.
From the 636, do you ever see Major League Baseball changing the Triple Crown?
Changing the Triple Crown to what?
One of these damn numbers.
Yeah, different stats.
Like expected hits.
Yeah. I would love that. Give me the expected hits. Yeah. Expected slug.
He hit the ball hard, but he just is unlucky.
Yeah. Give me the exit velo as a silver slugger.
The top average exit velo.
That's what I want. I want an award for who hit the ball the damn hardest. How about that? You know, you batted 217 on the year, but you hit that damn ball, you smoked it. That's what we care about.
We got one of them.
Yeah, we do.
Like this guy had the best
You gotta put the ball-
WRC plus.
Yeah, man.
And his slug percentage was really high.
His whiff rate.
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't. Getting back to it, no. I don't see that.
So the
No.
regular numbers are what matter?
To a lot of baseball fans, including yourself.
Oh, yeah. We're smart baseball fans. You are too, Anthony. You know it. You get it. You get it.
Every single day, though, I feel like Anthony becomes less and less of a baseball fan.
No,
It's
I love
unfortunate.
baseball. I love
You
the
did
game.
say the other day you weren't really feeling it, though.
No, I love the game.
You just
but
don't like Major League Baseball.
League Baseball, I find to be just kind of, how do I put it, James? Boring as hell. You know? Not intriguing. Not interesting. Baseball, the sport, awesome. What Major League Baseball has
So
done?
what other baseball are you watching?
Oh, Jamie, I'd like to go
just
down
give
to
me like your
the
5 favorite teams that are not Major League teams.
Oh, the St. Louis Black Sox.
St. Louis Black Sox, of course.
Well, yeah, that's your son's team. It doesn't count.
Let's see. College baseball is awesome.
Yeah, sure. Name your
Who
two
you
favorite
watching?
teams.
Well, I love
And your
watching
favorite players on those teams.
Vanderbilt, Ole Miss, LSU.
And Ole Miss.
They churn the roster a lot. I got to get familiar with those players. You know? Florida's got a really good team.
They sure do, Anthony.
Yeah.
Who's your
Anthony,
catcher?
more of a Pepperdine kind of guy.
I do like
Cal State
Pepperdine.
Fullerton,
Yeah,
most of those
sure.
West Coast teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's more pure, that's for sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
KBO, of course. That's
Got a
what
lot of
Mahomes'
got a lot of
Longbody said.
greed at the major league level.
Because that NIL money's not going around in college baseball. You're right.
Yeah, but it's capped.
Mahomes long body, the Savannah Bananas. You like the
Savannah
Savannah
Bananas.
Bananas?
Oh, yeah.
They're all about the entertainment. Yeah, KBO. Like watching a good NC Dinos game anytime that they're on. Yeah.
Good for you,
Thank you.
Anthony.
All right, moving forward here. Who is your bet to emerge as the 2026 ace for your St. Louis Cardinals? Why wouldn't it be Matthew Liberatore? That's next on 101 ESPN. It's Masyn on 101 ESPN. So, Marsh, I believe you were the one that posed the question. Who will be the Cardinals ace? Who's your bet to be the Cardinals ace for 2026? My question is this one of those things where it's like, do they not have an ace?
Yeah, maybe that's part of the equation.
Okay.
Right? Maybe it's a committee type thing where everyone sort of just pitches in.
So let's define the word ace, because ace, there's not a lot of aces right now in Major League Baseball. Not every team has an ace. Every team has a number one pitcher, but not every team has an ace. An ace to me is Paul Skeens. An ace to me is Skubal. An ace to me is Garrett Cole when healthy. So there's no
Framber Valdez?
Maybe not.
Okay.
There's no true ace on the Cardinals right now. The number one guy is Matthew Liberatore. I don't think there's any way that we can phrase it another way, right? I mean, Michael McGreevy could have a really good year. Kyle Leahy, I think Kyle Leahy could surprise this season. I don't imagine that he's going to develop in some sort of
Are we
ace.
expecting too much from him? Because since last year, everybody's been talking about Kyle Leahy, and I thought he was good, but like, is he really ready to be like top end of your rotation?
Let's find out, baby.
I know. I mean, we'll find out, but I'm not ready to predict him to be at the top end of the rotation.
No. Right now he's slotted as your fifth guy.
Yeah.
Really. To me, it's Matthew Liberatore. It's Dustin May. It is McGreevy. And then the bottom of the rotation is Andre Palance and Kyle Leahy.
Okay.
But
What about the new guys?
Well, the new guys eventually I could see them. Are you talking about how new? Are you talking
Like the Red
about
Sox fellas,
like
Dobbins,
Dick Fitz?
Richard Fitz?
So Dobbins is hurt.
Right.
Fitz, so that delays his timeline. Fitz maybe Fitz performs better than Palance, and he winds up being the fifth guy. I think we're all waiting for Liam Doyle.
Yeah.
Doyle.
Are we banking too much on that, though? Like, I remember past Cardinals pitchers, too. Well, sorry, Anthony. I've been told that we've had these great pitchers in the system for years. Graceffo, Liberatore, all these other guys, Dakota Hudson, all these guys. And then what happened? Where are they all? Liberatore's the only guy left, and you almost ruined him, too.
Leo Graceffo.
But he was supposed to be, like, come on. You were there.
I don't think anybody falls in that category as Doyle.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
I want him to be
I'm
the guy.
going with Dustin May. I think if healthy, which, I mean, it's always a thing for certain players, and he has had his fair share of injuries and spent time on the IL in numerous seasons. But when healthy, I mean, the dude can pitch. Like, we were talking yesterday about ERAs, and granted, it's a small sample size, but 2.57 in 2020, 10 games started. 2.63 in 2023, 9 games started. Again, not a full season, but dude can play. And if he's healthy, man, give me that Dustin May.
We've seen Ollie Marmol, the way that he handles a rotation. We saw it last year at the beginning of the season. Ollie Marmol could be the guy that ultimately keeps Dustin May healthy through an entire season.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest challenge with the rotation is how do you keep everybody healthy? How do you build up innings? And how do you incorporate some of the young guys like we're talking about? I don't think the answer is necessarily going with the 6-man rotation, but maybe it is this year. Maybe you decide, all right, we're going to kind of scale back some innings when we have an opportunity to, just like they did a year ago, and they built up some innings. You're going to have to do that. You can't leave everybody in the minors.
You got to let guys play.
You got to let guys build up.
Yeah. I think I actually like the idea of the 6-man rotation to start the year off like they did last year. I think it does help, prevent injuries and kind of eases guys into the regular season.
Yeah.
Whereas as opposed to putting that much pressure, that much load on you to start the season off, it gives you a chance to kind of ease into it. And then you take away that 6 starter and you go with your 5 main guys.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. I think that I think Ollie's plan last year worked out pretty well for him. And I think this year, I think the upside is higher than it has been over the last couple of years for this starting rotation. And I think that says a lot about what we where we are right now. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Justin May.
I'm going to go with Michael McGreevy. I really like him as a pitcher. I think he's awesome. I like his mentality. He's got good numbers. You know, he's 11-4 in his career, 3.94 ERA. You know, we've seen what he looks like at his best, and I think he can be a really solid rotation arm for the Cardinals this year, and could be the Cardinals ace, of course. You said, hey, this is what an ace is, but we haven't defined what a Cardinals ace is. Two separate things.
A number one, though. See, to me, it's just a number one, and every team has a number one.
Right. I think
Doesn't
he
mean
will
they're an
emerge.
ace.
That would be
Liam
my
Doyle.
bet.
Liam Doyle is the best bet to be an ace down the road.
I mean, he certainly has the attitude for it.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Do you think Liam Doyle will get time this year?
Yes.
At what point?
Probably second half of the season.
Liam Doyle, I think? What about Quinn Matthews?
If healthy, yeah.
Okay.
I can see that, too. I mean, Tekoa Roby, too, is somebody that got hurt last year. Who's another guy? Who am I thinking of? Jerpy. He's somebody that got banged up. I don't know if it was banged up all of last year, and he's one of those guys that's coming back. They've got a lot of arms. They've got the quality. They got the quantity. We just don't know if they have the quality yet, and that's going to be something that they're going to have to figure out moving forward.
Where's Tink Hence?
We were talking about him yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think Tink Hence can hold up as a starter. He's probably his best avenue is probably that of a reliever.
Okay.
He was somebody I was really excited about.
Well,
because,
everybody was talking about
yeah,
it. That's what, like I said,
the
that kind of was my point
electric fastball and all
earlier.
that,
Is
yeah.
Tekoa Roby, Tink Hence, all these guys that were like, wow,
Right.
like,
Yeah, no, we're screwed, Jamie. I agree.
I didn't say that.
You know, we're screwed.
Whatever.
I'm trying to think of maybe a hopeful situation.
Yeah,
Liam Doyle.
Jamie just wants Eric Fetty back. That's what I'm hearing.
You can't have him. He went back to the White Sox.
He went back to the White Sox, man.
Cardinals
Guy's
will
a pillar
acquire him
there.
at the deadline.
The Fed, man.
Like give up too much like they did before. No, that's not fair. Mo's not here anymore.
Oh, my gosh. You guys.
That's a horrible trade. I don't care what anybody says.
Really?
Yeah.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
I know.
The Dodgers
No, it was
did
a-
pretty well in that trade.
It was a horrible trade when it was made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't get much.
Is that how we felt?
No, we liked
I
it.
think we liked
Did we?
it.
Yeah,
I
we
went
liked
back
it.
and listened at one
Yeah.
point.
Did
I think
we all?
I think we all liked it.
I kind of liked it.
I don't
'cause-
think I liked it.
Well, he was having a good season in Chicago.
Yeah, he was.
I think, no, actually, I know I didn't like it because
No,
I
you
wanted Lewis.
Crochet.
Yeah. I wanted
Well,
Crochet and
but so did
Robert.
everybody.
And
So, but Fetty is not the same thing.
We all did.
You
That's
got
the
an
same.
outfielder and a pitcher, and it was the wrong two.
It's like saying, I want Lamar Jackson.
Right. Yeah, you can't have him.
No, you could have. Both those guys, neither of those guys are on the White Sox roster anymore, so they were available.
For
And
what,
you-
though? We have no idea if the White Sox were interested in your trash.
You didn't get their trash. The Dodgers got what you had.
Well, that wasn't trash. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. See?
What?
The Dodgers would have given him something
lost.
else. Nah, man. You made a bad trade. I said it then. I'm sticking to it.
You don't remember.
I do remember
You don't
that.
remember yesterday.
I remember
I remember him
was
saying
mad
that he wanted
because I
Crochet
wanted
and
Crochet
Robert.
and Robert.
But they weren't available then.
You don't know that. You make him an offer he can't refuse, Tony.
Then what would you do?
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
What would be the offer?
You make him an offer
Carey, give us an option.
he can't refuse.
Give us an offer that
I
would have
don't
made
know.
sense at the time.
Hey, man. Hey, you wake up next to a horse.
Carey, don't make me go back and listen.
You know what I mean?
I'll
You
find
make
that
him an
audio.
offer he can't refuse. That's what you do. You put a horse's head in the bed, it's an offer. You
That's
might.
not a really good offer, though.
It's an offer you can't refuse, though.
Or you can refuse it.
No, you can't.
You just got to make sure you're ready for it.
Okay.
You got issues.
Don't. I want to win. It's the only issue I got, Anthony.
Even if it's from jail.
But they'll cheer me on. They're like, look what he did for us.
This guy's great.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Give him an extra pudding.
We have a returning Gauntlet contender. We'll do that next here on 101 ESPN. Carey, I'm going to challenge people listening right now.
Okay.
Where are you when it comes to the New Year's resolutions that you're talking about? Are you in the best shape of your life right now? Are you you're on your path, or are you just stuck in neutral or worse because your energy's low, you're not feeling great, you're not getting back to the gym, your mood's all over the place? Carey and I have been talking about mentality. Mentality works. They up your testosterone, or concentrate on those free testosterone ranges. The people are fantastic. There are 2 different offices available, one in Chesterfield, one in South County. But Carey, I know you've been on mentality now for maybe a month or so, and tell people how you're feeling.
I feel great. I mean, if you remember being the guy that was sharp, that was full of energy, that was fun to be around, mentality can help you get back to that. That's what they've done for me, and they're not the low T bro clinic. You know, they are human-based. They are centered on what you need to do to be the best version of yourself. They'll talk to you in layman's terms, not the doctor spiel where you don't understand what the heck they're saying. They're going to talk to you so you understand exactly what's going on with your brain, with your body, and get you on the path to be the best version of yourself, the one that you remember.
And right now, all new patient labs will be covered in your treatment plan. So that's a savings of $250 right out the gate. So what are you waiting for? If you're constantly feeling tired, you're exhausted, the weight keeps being added, head down to mentality. Save up front. Tell them Carey and Anthony sent you, and they reclaim the old you, the younger you, with mentality. And you can do so by scheduling your appointment now at lowtusa.com. Again, lowtusa.com, or simply just walk into one of their 2 locations. It's mentality.
Home of the lifetime. For warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Speaking of Jamie, well, he lost in round 1 yesterday.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jamie.
That's a tough one.
Overtime is right. Yep. All right, Marsh.
Yes.
Who's our guy again?
Ben.
What's up, Ben?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
I was going to go with Dan. I'm so glad I didn't.
Three letters.
3 letters, yeah.
Yeah, we had one of
that
them
was last
right.
week.
That was last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Dan.
All right. This is Ben, though, guys.
It is.
And Ben is locked in. Said, I don't want random. Then he got every question right. So,
Yeah.
all right, Ben. Who would you like to take on? Marsh, CD, or me?
I'm going to go with CD.
Okay, CD is up next. Carey Davis.
Good luck, Ben.
Thanks, Carey. Good luck to you, too.
All right, Carey's going to make his way into the cone of silence right now. Ben, you're going to tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Marshy, go ahead and spin that wheel and hit anything but football.
Anything but football. Yes, the wheel for. You'll be for hockey, then you're a hockey guy.
I mean, anything but hockey. Anything but hockey.
Yeah. I don't know if that works that way.
I think it worked today.
I think Ben has the same deal as Robert Kraft.
Really? Is it hockey?
It's hockey.
Oh, man. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Thank you, Marsh. Marsh just handed me the launch codes here. Ben, as you know, you're going to get 4 hockey-related questions today. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. Question number 1. Who is the winning goaltender for the U.S. hockey team in the 1980 gold medal Miracle on Ice victory?
Jim Craig, final answer.
Are you sure, Ben?
Sure.
All right, question 2 here. The Montreal Canadiens, founded in 1909, are the oldest team in the NHL. How many Stanley Cup titles have they won?
Oh. Might as well give me the options.
Is it 23, 27, or 29?
23.
Final answer? Okay.
Final answer.
Question number 3. At the 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin, Henrik Lundqvist backstopped his country to its 2nd Olympic gold medal. Name that nation.
It's Sweden, isn't it? I want to say Sweden really bad. Yeah, let's go Sweden. Final answer.
You all right, Jamie?
Oh, just looking at these questions.
Okay. In 2001, Patrick Waugh won his 4th and final Stanley Cup after a 7-game series against who?
Give me the options.
Vancouver Canucks, New Jersey Devils, or Buffalo Sabres?
New Jersey. Final answer.
Okay. Let's bring back Carey from the cone of silence here. How you feeling, Ben?
I mean, hockey's my thing. I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay. Now, you were shaking your head because you thought you were going to be fine there, Jamie, if you had this?
I wish I would have.
You ticked off. You ticked off.
Oh,
today.
yeah. I'll bet you would have gotten all 8 points pretty easily.
Probably been a possibility, Ben. Probably a possibility.
All right, well, guess what, Jamie? You didn't.
Nope.
So now it's Carey's turn to
I
avenge
got
your
giant
loss.
bamboo instead.
You did. You got giant bambooed. All right, Carey. Your category today is hockey.
How did I know?
How did you know?
Better pack a lunch, buddy.
Jamie said he wished he'd got this yesterday.
Yeah. Now, Ben, if you remember correctly, Ben was...
He wanted hockey.
He wanted hockey.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Ooh. How the hell do I keep getting hockey?
I don't know.
Question 1. Who was the winning goaltender for the U.S. hockey team in the 1980 gold medal Miracle on Ice victory?
I hear the options, I'll probably know. Options.
Jim Craig.
Jim Craig. Continue, please.
Mark Johnson.
Mark Johnson.
Bob Mason.
Jim Craig. Final answer.
Question 2. The Montreal Canadiens, founded in 1909, are the oldest team in the NHL. How many Stanley Cup titles have they won?
Jamie, we were just talking about this the other day.
We were.
What, they got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it double digits? I doubt it. A lot. 6 feels like a good number. But you know what, Jamie? Here are the options.
Okay.
Please.
Is it 23?
Oh, God.
27?
I'm so glad.
Or 29?
Wow.
So glad I took the options. Tell me those. Give me those numbers again, man.
23, 27,
Damn.
or 29?
Let's go 23. Final answer. I'd have been way off.
No, you'd be fine.
Question number 3. At the 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin, Henrik Lundqvist backstopped his country to its second Olympic gold medal. Name that nation.
Oh. Old Henrik Lundqvist, eh? Whew. Sounds like Finland or Sweden or... Sweden. It's Sweden, isn't it? I'm going to take a shot. I feel like it's Sweden. I've talked myself into it. Sweden. Final answer, Jamie.
Final question, Carey. In 2001, Patrick Waugh won his 4th and final Stanley Cup after a 7-game series against...
What year?
2001.
Didn't matter. Options, please.
Vancouver Canucks, New Jersey Devils, or the Buffalo Sabres.
Devils. Final answer.
Okay. Let's go over these. Well, we start with that last question. In 2001, Patrick Waugh won his 4th and final Stanley Cup after a 7-game series against which team? Carey, you said the New Jersey Devils. Ben, you said the New Jersey Devils. Correct answer is
New Jersey Devils.
nice job. Both of you needed the options. We have a 1-1 tie. At the 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin, Henrik Lundqvist backstopped his country to its second Olympic gold medal. Name that nation. Carey went with Sweden. Ben went with Sweden. Correct answer is it's Sweden.
No!
Neither of you needed the
Damn it,
options.
man.
We got a 3-3 tie.
Damn it,
The
good job.
Montreal Canadiens, founded in 1909, are the oldest team in the NHL. How many Stanley Cup titles have they won? Carey said 23. Ben said 23.
Oh,
Correct
my
answer
gosh.
is
23.
it's actually 24, but the options are 23, 27, and 29. They've won 24. Either way, you guys got the
There's only
correct
one
answer.
other sports franchise with more titles.
Yeah. So,
New York Yankees.
the New York Yankees. And by the way, you both needed the options on that one.
All right.
So,
4-4.
we're all locked up. 4-4.
Damn it, man. Why did I take the options?
You can see where this is going. Who is the winning goaltender for the U.S. hockey team in the 1980 gold medal Miracle on Ice victory? Carey said Jim Craig. Ben said Jim Craig. Correct answer is
It's Jim Craig.
He
That's
didn't
right.
need the options.
How do you know?
I just know, man. Just get it over with.
He may have
Get
needed
the
the
Stalter,
options.
Marshy.
He may have needed the options.
He didn't need the damn options.
We got a tiebreaker.
No, we don't.
I mean, why would he not? Why would he?
Because
It's not like Jim Craig's
Hit the button,
famous.
You guys have been absolutely
hit the
locked
button,
in
man.
the entire
so I can
time.
go back to my damn seat.
But Ben didn't need the options. Ben.
You have chosen wisely.
Wow, that was an epic battle, though.
Wow.
Ben got 6, Carey got 5. You made it interesting. Carey, you made it interesting, but Ben advances to round 3. We'll take on either Marsh or me tomorrow. Nice job, Ben.
Hey, thanks. Another nail biter, man. I was on pins and needles the entire time.
It was. Absolutely, yeah. All right, Ben, nice job. We'll call you tomorrow.
Homework tonight is to
Thank
go
you,
home and watch
sir.
the movie Miracle.
All right, take care.
Yep, you too.
Guys, I'm going to point this out. Ben has not gotten a
Question wrong
question
yet?
wrong in 2 days.
But he seems like a really nice guy. So, Marshy, you know what to do.
He's got to get through Anthony, perhaps, if he takes Anthony on tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting who he takes on.
Marshy, you know what to do.
I always do.
Especially against nice guys.
Yeah.
Carey, all right?
No, man.
Oh, you got all the questions right?
I did.
You did good.
Yeah.
No, not
Did
good
real
enough.
good.
Not damn good enough.
No,
man.
but you know what? I'm still impressed you got 5.
You're so close, man. It was good.
But to the penalty box you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm so sick of that damn place.
I don't blame you. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Is Masyn Winn a top 10 shortstop in Major League Baseball? Some publication says no.
Yeah, we'll ask Jim Craig next.
On 101 ESPN.
Anthony, our guy Stewie knows a lot about a lot of things. I'll tell you that much. One thing he knows is about divorce buyouts, let me tell you. Stewie, what do you got for us on divorce buyouts?
Jamie, there are situations and life happens, whether you're getting divorced and you have to buy your spouse out, or maybe you just have a partner and you both bought a home together thinking things would be great and it didn't quite work out that way. How are you going to refinance a loan and get the person back their equity position on the house? Well, if you do a cash-out refinance, you're limited to 80% of the value of the property. And on top of that, the rate is much higher. But when you're doing an equity buyout, you can borrow up to 95% of the value of the property as long as all the money is going to the equity partner. We can get it done in 10 days, better rate, done quickly. Get them out of your life, and you can own the house yourself and not have to worry about things.
But you do have to pick up the phone and either call our guy Stewie or text him. 314-324-4440 is his number.
Again, that's 314-324-4440.
That's right. So if you're looking for information on what we just discussed here with Stewie, or you've heard these commercials before and you've got a different question, either way, Stewie's your guy. He's certainly Jamie's guy, certainly my guy. He could be yours as well. If it's that phone number, you can always Google the bagel loan. Thanks, Stewie.
Have a good night, guys.
Only of ESPN.com ranked the top 10 shortstops in Major League Baseball. Now he's been doing this exercise with other positions throughout spring training, but he got to shortstops. Here's your top 10 shortstops according to Buster Olney, and this is through Major League Baseball, or it covers Major League Baseball, not just the National League. Number 1, Bobby Witt Jr. Number 2, Geraldo Perdomo of Arizona. Number 3, Gunnar Henderson. Number 4, Francisco Lindor. 5, Corey Seager. 6, Trey Turner. 7, Jeremy Pena. 8, Mookie Betts. 9, L.A. De La Cruz. And number 10, in the National League Central from 2 years ago, Willy Adames. Of course, Willie now plays for the Giants. So Masyn Winn was an honorable mention among other shortstops in the league, but was the sixth one mentioned in those honorable mentions. So it's not like he was top of mind for honorable mentions at the shortstop position for Buster Olney. Yeah,
I got in, Larry. This is for all infielders, right? The top 10.
All shortstops.
No. The top 10 infielders in
shortstops.
The major leagues, National League.
Just shortstops, all of major leagues. Yeah. Here's what Olney wrote. So, Carey, you can be pissed off.
Oh, okay.
This is a big year for Winn as he defies his place in the game. For now, he's defense first, ranking second among all shortstops last season in Fangraph's overall defensive metric. His OPS plus was 104 in 2024 and dropped to 90 last year, but he's still just 23 years old.
Anthony, I'm you're the baseball guy. I played a little baseball at third base, catcher, pitcher.
You played a lot of positions.
Not all at the same time. That'd be difficult. Throughout multiple games.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's got you down, Carey?
I was just wondering, you said there were 10 names on that list, and Masyn Winn wasn't even one of the 10 names. Anthony, when you the best fielder at a position, what's the award that they get?
Gold Glove.
Gold Glove.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you get one in the American League and one in the National League.
Yes, sir. Certainly do.
Is the American League
one for every position
glove winner for the shortstop on there?
Let's see. Who won it last year? I think it was Henderson, wasn't it?
Ricky?
Who won the? No, not Ricky.
No.
Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar.
AL, Gold Glove.
I'm asking because is Gunnar on this list?
Yeah.
So, is that who won?
Shortstop last year. No, it was Witt. Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, Witt's won it the last 2 years. He's number 1.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
But the other guy that won it in the National League, because that's what Masyn Winn did, right?
Yes.
He's not on the list in the top 10.
He's not top 10, no.
How is that possible?
Well, because of offense.
Why do we value offense so much in a game where you actually have to take the field and take your glove and go out there and field your position? That's kind of a key component. Unless you're just a DH, like, I don't know, David Ortiz or Ivan Herrera, what you want him to be, you kind of got to field. So there's not nearly as much value as being the best defender at your position in all of the National League that you don't warrant even a top 10 spot? A spot in the top 10?
Well, I think he's considering all aspects. If you also include the top offensive metrics, Perdomo was one of the best offensive performers last year for Arizona. Pena, Bo Bichette, who's not listed in this, but offensively very good. Witt, one of the best. Lindor, one of the best. Trey Turner, one of the best. Jacob Wilson, who was not mentioned on this list. Henderson. L.A. De La Cruz was 11th in terms of WRC+. Willy Adames 12th.
Anthony.
So these are all guys that can also play defense.
This is why baseball sucks. Wow. It's not the Dodgers' fault. It's not the cap, no cap. It's not the no floor. It's because of this. It's because and Buster Olney, I think, is a fantastic writer, journalist. I think he does a great job with baseball. But this is, my friend, why baseball sucks. Because when I grew up watching baseball, playing baseball, you had to field your position, and that was very important. It was very important to be a top-tier defender and also hit the ball. But now we have all of these damn metrics that value offense vastly way more than we do defense. And the last I checked, unless you're a DH, you got to field your damn position. And if you are the best at your position in an entire group, Anthony, how are you not listed on this list in a top 10 spot?
Well, I told you, but you don't like the answer.
That's why baseball sucks.
Okay.
We can stop there.
Well, who are you taking off?
I don't give a damn.
Okay.
Pick a name. other than the other Gold Glove defender.
Mookie.
No, don't take Mookie off.
Well, no,
Mookie didn't even play shortstop half the year, did he? What did he play? He played right field. He played
bounced everywhere.
Second base. He was all over the place.
Yeah, but Mookie.
So you could take Mookie off, and I love Mookie.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
There you go.
But everybody else, I'm certainly not taking off Bobby Witt Jr. I'm not taking off Perdomo. I'm not taking off Henderson. I'm not taking off Lindor.
And Anthony?
I'm not taking off Corey Seager, or though maybe there's a small argument there. Turner, no. Pena, no.
I got to tell you this,
Cruz,
Anthony.
no. I'll take off Willie Adames.
Anthony, I have to tell you this.
Or not Willie Adames. I'll take off Mookie Betts.
I have to tell you this.
What?
You're what's wrong with baseball.
Me?
Yeah. That ideology that you just spewed out. That mindset that offense is of greater value.
I never said offense is greater value.
You just named it. You just said it. How many of those guys won the Gold Glove last year?
He's just telling you how people think.
Okay, so why is the other one not on there at that position?
I put him on there.
Nah, you said I'm not
10.
taking off him. I'm not taking off him.
I'm not
taking him off. I'm not taking him. You gave me all the people you weren't going to take off, and then you said, I guess I could take him off to make room for him. Because you also value offense.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
I
do.
value pitching and defense.
Look at me. I hit the ball far. I hit it hard.
You got a big problem. You know that?
Baseball. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this offensive-minded philosophy. Hit a home run or strike out and go sit down, you big dummy. Like that come on, man. That ain't baseball. Baseball is it's a science, man. You gotta move the run over. You gotta bunt when need be. You gotta get you can't get fooled again. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it, man.
To Carey's point, let's go back. Ozzie Smith.
I don't know if he has one.
Baseball sucks, is my point. Because of this. Because of the numbers.
So Ozzie Smith, he only hit over 300 one time in his career.
Uh-huh.
If we did this list today and Ozzie Smith was still playing, do you think Ozzie is in the top 10 based on this criteria?
No.
What is the criteria, though? The criteria is offense and defense.
No, it's not. It's just offense.
Bobby Witt is a tremendous defensive player. He also hits.
It can't be offense and defense. It's great. It's tilted towards offense.
Trey Turner's a very good defender. Very good.
It's tilted towards offense.
And he also had a 125 WRC plus.
How many Gold Gloves did he win last year?
None.
Okay. That's all I want to know. We slanted towards offensive statistics because when you get in the Hall of Fame, that's what they care about. This is why. So I want to be clear, Anthony. When Yadier Molina has trouble getting in the Hall of Fame, it's your fault.
No, I'm
it's
not
people like
that.
you.
No,
it is.
It's not people like me.
It's people like you that think that way.
You mean right people?
Yeah, you guys that are always right.
I see where this is going. I don't like it.
So here's a question. Here's a question from the 573. Would you trade Masyn Winn for any of those guys straight up?
Yeah. Yes.
Which ones?
Bobby Witt Jr. right off the top of my head.
Who else? You trade him for Mookie Betts because Mookie Betts is what, 33, 34?
No, and probably not Mookie Betts based on the age.
I don't have the list in front of me because I'm in the penalty box, so I can't. And I don't have a good enough memory to remember all of the names you said.
Yeah.
I feel like you said Dustin Pedroia, but I know you didn't say him.
Second baseman, not around. Perdomo, I would. Perdomo's only 26. Lindor is, how old is Francisco Lindor?
29 to 30.
He's 32, so he's a little bit older, so you have to factor that in. Pena is 28. Also helped the team win a World Series.
Can I? This is like
Gunnar Henderson is 24 years old, so yeah.
None of these guys have, in my opinion, they don't have the range or the arm that Masyn Winn has at the shortstop position. But nobody cares. All we care about is how many home runs you hit and how many runs you drove in.
It's not true.
Not how many runs you saved, because that's all we care about. We care about your WRC plus.
Let's do this. Okay, but let's do this. Bobby Witt, 38 stolen bases last year. Perdomo, 27 stolen bases. Turner, 36. For Lindor, 31.
Offensive
Pena, 20.
numbers.
Henderson, 30. L.A. De La Cruz, 37. 14 of those probably against the Cardinals. 12 for Willie Adames. And there's Masyn Winn, 9.
Offensive numbers, Anthony.
Okay, but defense.
You're making my point.
But you're making my point because all you're saying is defense. I've gone at least to several numbers now.
You're giving me offensive
defense.
numbers, and I've given you the best defender at the shortstop position is on the outside looking in.
Masyn Winn.
Doesn't make sense.
Masyn Winn was the best defensive shortstop. Best defensive shortstop in the National League last year. Can we expand it now?
And you would say, so what?
Can we expand the conversation? We're talking about best overall shortstops in Major League Baseball.
So how I view this list is offensive numbers are up here, and then defensive numbers are down here.
You do have to
they
score
are
to
not
win.
equal. You also have to stop people from scoring to win. There is value in being able to get to baseballs that other people can't get to in short left field and throw out a runner because your arm is the Winter Soldier's arm. But you don't value that. You don't feel that matters. He got the damn Winter Soldier's arm on his shoulder, and you are sitting here telling me that doesn't matter. Saving runs matters. Good defense. I hear Anthony, who played shortstop and second base, talk to me all the time about defense up the middle. It's the most important thing in the world. And now you're telling me that the offensive numbers weigh more than saving runs up the middle?
No.
Yeah, you are. You just ran off more offensive damn numbers, man. What are we talking about? You guys don't like Ozzie Smith. You guys don't like Yadier Molina. You guys don't like, you know, it's cool. I get it, man. I get you guys don't like Greg Maddux. Yeah, I'm a fan of real baseball. That's when baseball was at its purest. You know what I mean? You didn't have to throw 105 to be a big league pitcher. You had to understand where to throw the damn ball and how to get guys out. You had to understand how to cover field your damn position and play baseball. But now, how many home runs did you hit? You struck out 45 times in 3 weeks. That's okay. I hit 10 home runs. Look at me. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, good job. And your team went 10 and 35 because your ass struck out with runners in scoring position and you didn't hit a damn home run that time. Good job, man. I'm proud of you. Your parents should be proud too. They should all be happy for you. Good job. We're all happy. And our ass is going to sit at home because you don't know how to get the ball in play with runners in scoring position because all you do is hit home runs or strike out with your dumb ass. Good job. Thank you. I'm proud of you. And everyone else is.
This is the biggest straw man argument I have ever heard.
I'm sick of it, man.
The biggest.
Baseball sucks. Baseball sucks because of this. This is why it sucks. Hey, the Dodgers did it. You know what the Dodgers do? Hit with runners in scoring position, field their damn position. That's what they do. They got pitchers that know where to pitch. You know what I mean? That's why they win. This is what this is. Masyn Winn in the top 10 shortstop. Oh, really? Really?
Oh, my gosh.
These damn idiots, man. Dumbass list.
What would be your top 10?
All right. Masyn Winn would be on it. That's all I know. Give a damn who else ain't on it.
Everybody say go, CD, go. Does anybody realize he's arguing against himself?
No, I'm not. I'm arguing against baseball.
Straw man
and this
argument.
Ideology that numbers only matter when they are offensive numbers. That's all that people care about.
Who's saying that?
That's what the damn list is saying, and that's what you're saying.
Some of the best defensive shortstops in the game on this list.
But not the best last year.
Actually, you do. Bobby Witt.
Not the other best last year.
Okay, no.
There you go.
Because it's a list about all-encompassing players.
Because offensive numbers are valued here, and defensive numbers are valued lower. That's why.
We get a text message from Ball Game. CD, I'd agree with you 20 years ago, but the game has changed.
Yeah.
The ball is not in play as much
why?
It used to be.
Why,
That's
Ball
why
Game?
defense is less valued.
Because his dumb ass got out with runners in scoring position in 35 games, and you lost. You don't put the ball in play.
Okay.
Cool, man. Good game.
Marsh, do you ever feel like when somebody is upset?
Yeah.
And they're like,
I'm pissed.
They pick a fight with you.
I'm pissed.
And you're like, what did I do? And they're really mad about something else.
I'm mad at baseball, Anthony. And
That's
I'm mad
how I
at
feel
people
right now.
You're not
that
mad at
think
me.
baseball
You're mad at your dad.
Yeah.
is better because You hit 10 home runs, but you struck out 55 times.
Okay.
Good for you, man. Proud of you.
How do you feel about war?
Oh, it's ridiculous. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Determining some of the best players in baseball.
Compared to who? Their backups?
Yeah.
Still doesn't.
You compare me to Willie Parker. That's cool. Compare me to Jerome Bettis. Cool. Yeah. My war is going to be much lower. Why? Because he's more talented. How is that hard to understand? It's not, man.
Who's going to tell him?
Somebody tell me something.
I can. I've tried for the last 15 minutes.
It's dumb as hell.
It's not a real replacement.
It is. It is. It's a replacement.
He got into that penalty box, and
Man,
I haven't seen Carey yet.
You got Masyn Winn on the list, not on the list of top 10 shortstops.
I agree with that. That's foolishness.
That's ridiculous. Why, Jamie? Because they value offense more than defense. That's why.
Which is crazy.
And what I said to Anthony, you missed it, is if Ozzie Smith were playing and Yadier doesn't get into the Hall of Fame, it's because of people like him. It's his fault.
It is Anthony's fault.
It's his fault. Yeah.
I said he'd be 10.
No. You, this is your show. You take the blame and you take the credit. Okay? And you're taking the blame on
Don't take the credit for anything.
We have a good show. You tell us all the time. You see what I did today?
He does say that. And in fact, he says, "Hey, Marshy, can I get that clip and put it in my files?"
You see what I did today?
I got a file.
He gives himself game boss.
Marsh, you get a star? You get a star for me today?
Here we go.
You get a star? Carey, you're definitely going to get a star today.
Man.
March 1st.
I'll tell everybody right now.
March 1st, we're celebrating.
Yeah,
This email.
We have to.
Yeah.
Every year on March 1st.
Yep, March 1st. All right. All right, I don't know what we accomplished there. Does having the first overall pick really matter in hockey? That's next on 101 ESPN.
You know.
And in case you haven't heard more about the State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship, let me tell you more. Arch Madness is coming back to Enterprise Center March 5th through the 8th. March 5th starts the first round of the tournament, and the 8th, of course, is the championship game. All the different rounds are in between. The last 36 years have been celebrated right here in St. Louis. 5 decades showcasing buzzer beaters, madness, and championship glory. And we've got a great offer for you. If you want to take the family down to the Enterprise Center for the Missouri Valley Men's Basketball Championship, Arch Madness, you can do so through us. That's right, the Family Fun Pack presented by 101 ESPN. 4 tickets, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns for $105. 4 tickets, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns. That's the Family Fun Pack presented by 101 ESPN. You can go down to Enterprise Center, see one of the great matchups that the Arch Madness tournament offers. Coupons available at marchmadness.com. You can get any ticket right now, in fact, at archmadness.com. But make sure you take part in a St. Louis tradition, a great one, in fact. State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship, Arch Madness, March 5th through the 8th. Again, get your tickets now at archmadness.com.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Blues get back in action on Thursday as they take on the Seattle Kraken. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6. Puck drop is at 7. If you have missed anything from today's show, including Carey's epic rant on defense in Major League Baseball, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
So, Carey, I know you had a thought on the NHL and whether or not having the number 1 overall pick really does matter. Maybe it's a conversation that you wanted to have about every sport. I don't know if you were looking at just the NHL, but I know you did kind of look at this from the Blues standpoint because, hey, you never know. Maybe they get the number 1 overall pick in the near future.
Yeah, Marshy has been kind of embracing this organic tank, and I think some people may be feeling this. Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it happens, and potentially getting the number 1 overall pick. My question was, does it really help? Does it matter? And does it equal a championship? And so I went and looked at the last, since 2000, the number 1 overall picks for every year from then, and 7 of those guys that were number 1 overall picks have won and have gone and hoisted the Stanley Cup for the team that drafted them. Mm-hmm. That means the other, I'm not great at math, 19 years, those guys have not yet won a championship. 4 of those guys being on the Oilers, because they seem like they had a first overall draft pick every year. How the hell is that even possible?
Yeah, it was a heck of a run for them.
Man, that was a heck of a run. So they haven't won one yet, but my question to you all is, at what point does getting the number 1 overall pick really matter to that degree, or is it that important? Does it bring is a fan issue? Does it bring in fans? Does it bring more excitement to the team? Are you looking for a superstar player or winning championships? What matters more? And if you're able to actually continue to win games and build on what you did last year, not to that degree because we're not going to be there, but build on winning. A winning culture and winning tradition, does it matter if you get that number 1 overall pick?
It matters in a couple of different ways. One, it matters if you get it right, because there's a certain number of number 1 overall picks in certain times that they just have not turned into the star players, let alone hoist a Stanley Cup.
Correct.
But those are few and far between. And, you look at Connor McDavid was a first overall pick, and there's no argument that he's one of the greatest players to ever play the game, but he has never won a Stanley Cup.
Correct.
Yet. So your question is very valid. I think it matters on who the player is, and I think it matters on where your team is at. Because you talked about the Oilers earlier. I said, well,
yeah, 4 of them in a 5-year, 6-year span or something.
They
like
were
that.
bad for a really long time. The Buffalo Sabres have been bad for a really long time. The Blackhawks had been bad after the Kane and Taves era for an extended period of time. And they got Connor Bedard, and they're still bad.
Yeah.
They're still trying to work their way out of it. If the Blues ended up with the number 1 pick, because of the injuries they've had this year and the off years by guys, maybe it's out of character for them, that number 1 pick could be like nitrous oxide to this Blues team. Because if you take, let's say you don't trade Thomas, you don't trade Kyrou, you don't trade Braden Shen, you get rid of some of the UFAs and whatnot. Let's say you add a Gavin McKenna to this lineup. You're adding him to Robert Thomas, Jordan Kyrou, Dylan Holloway, Jake Neighbors, Jimmy Snuggerud, Dalibor Dvorsky, Otto Stenberg. You see where I'm headed here?
I do.
You're headed towards
guys that are
trending in the right direction. All those guys trending in the right direction. Broberg, Parayko, I still believe in them. I think Cam Fowler will have a bounce back season. I mean, he's too good of a player to kind of continue this way. And then, who knows what Logan Mayo is, but you got Hofer. You may still have Binnington. You've got the bones of a really good, potentially good team.
Right.
And so if you add a Gavin McKenna to that, Like, he might be your second-line center to start.
Okay.
And then, the bump-down effect happens, and then you're overloaded then with really good forwards.
Right.
So that, to me, is where it changes. And then to further the conversation, just real quick, Carey, you have to wonder about the Blues scouting staff and what they've picked in the past.
Right.
And so we talked about some of the players who've never hoisted a cup. We've talked about some of the players that were first overalls that never really developed into much. Neil Yakupov, welcome to the club. Taylor Hall, for that matter, he hasn't really done much in his career. Been good, but he hasn't had any championships.
Right.
If you go back to when Doug Armstrong first came aboard the Blues, and it was 2008, here's their first-round picks when they had a first-round pick. They've had one first overall pick, but that was before Doug Armstrong got here. That was Eric Johnson. Alex Pietrangelo, fourth overall in 2008.
Okay.
Pretty good pick.
Yeah.
Won a Stanley Cup here. Ended up being one of those guys we talked about. Not a first overall, but a first-round pick. Then you go to 2010 because they didn't have a first round in 2009. In 2010, Schwartz and Tarasenko, also Stanley Cup champions in 2019. Fast forward to 2014, their first-round pick, Robbie Fabry, on the Stanley Cup championship team. First-round pick in 2016, Tage Thompson. You traded him. You got Ryan O'Reilly, who was part of the Stanley Cup team, but Tage Thompson gone on to be one hell of a player. We'll see if he ever lifts the Stanley Cup. But you used that player
to get the player that you
needed for a championship. Another first-round pick in 2017, Robert Thomas, was part of the Stanley Cup championship. So when you look at Army's track record, I could go on with the number ones all the way up. None of the younger guys have had a chance to play in a Stanley Cup championship yet. But I have faith in Army and Steiner to make sure they find the right
picking
guy.
the right person.
So whether it's number one overall,
that was my question.
Or three,
does it have to be the number one overall pick?
You're guaranteed
to have success
at that point. I think to get the best player, and I think the best player is Gavin McKenna.
Okay,
but if you're second, then you get Stenberg's brother,
yeah,
who's doing things in the men's Swedish league that no other players have done. He's putting up great points and he's playing really well. Right. So. Yes, the first overall pick matters, but it also matters on, what kind of a team you have and then the rest of the draft picks you're going to get. Because a lot of those draft picks that I didn't even bring up that were second-rounders and things like that, like the list goes on and on of great players that the Blues have been able to pick up over the years with guys who aren't first-rounders.
Right.
So.
And I do think that they are trending in a direction that it looks up. Despite what this season has been, the draft picks that they have drafted over the last couple of years, for sure, I think are trending in the right direction. And you can see, the growth with this, especially with some of the younger guys. You can see the growth with them. So I'm excited about that. I'm just asking, in terms of getting the number one overall pick, does that pretty much guarantee it? I don't think it guarantees you to be in that Stanley Cup position.
I think it guarantees the Blues to be a contender in 2 to 3 years.
Based on what they already have on the roster.
Based on what they already have.
Okay.
And that's including Carbonneau, who's going to make the jump at some point. Like, they've got a really, really great group of young players. And then when you add a superstar player or a potential superstar player, that makes everybody else better too.
I don't think the Blues can go wrong having just a top 3 pick. You mentioned Gavin McKenna, you mentioned Ivar Stenberg, Keaton Verhoff, who's a right-handed shot defenseman. That's another player that the Blues could use. Who knows what he could do for this team too. So I think if you're in that top 3 range or even top 5, I think you're in a good spot.
I just think the forward's a better pick right now because they've got Lucas Fischer and Juracek that are young defensemen. Juracek, especially being a right-handed shot defenseman, who's killing it as well right now back in junior hockey. I just would hate to see the dance floor get so crowded, and I just think the Blues need that game breaker forward more right now.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying, even if you do end up getting a right-handed shot defenseman, it's not a bad thing, right? Like you said, there could be a crowded dance floor. I look at it as, well, you've been looking for that next right-handed defenseman. Why not have a plethora of them that will play their way onto the NHL roster, and maybe you have multiple of them, and then you're set for the next X amount of years.
Yeah. Grand Francis fan club chimes in here, says Petra was Larry Plow. Yeah, Larry Plow was the GM, but it was Army's first year with the club, and he was the right-hand man for Larry Plow. He was the GM in waiting, and David Rundblad was traded for the draft pick to get Tarasenko. All these things are true, including what I said. So
well done.
Period. All right, that's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. At the start of the show, we talked about which Cardinals players have the most to gain. What if we flip the script? What if we talk about which Cardinals players this season have the most to lose? That's next on 101 ESPN.
All right, if you're looking to sell your home here in the St. Louis area, nobody better to do it than my friend Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. She's been in the business for over 23 years. And look, the average agent sells 4 to 5 homes a year. Gloria Liu sells a home just about every other day. How is she able to do so? Because she's figured out the market here in St. Louis. She understands that each zip code carries a particular price range for certain homes. And that's really the key right there. If you want to list your home, you want to get the most money for your home, but you want to sell quickly. And Gloria Liu's track record is just that, selling quickly for top dollar. We got our own guy down the hall, Lance. I talked about him all the time. He had 2 days on the market. He sold his home and got a great amount of money for his home, and that's because Gloria Liu knew exactly what she's doing. So don't trust anybody else who says they might know what they're doing, or they know a person, they got a friend who's a realtor. Go with somebody who's proven and trusted in the real estate world. That's Gloria Liu. Pick up the phone, give her a call, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
To lead off the show today, we talked about which Cardinals have the most to gain in 2026. A couple of guys that we mentioned, Jordan Walker. Marshy went with Thomas Ajacey. I said, from a position player standpoint, Victor Scott.
You pooped all over my idea.
No, I did not. I did not.
Kind of did. I mean, it wasn't an official sky dump or anything, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, totally. I
respect it, Anthony. I respect it. I don't have to like it, but I respect it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Anyways, Kyle Leahy was the pitcher that I said has the most to gain. What about if we flip the script? We talk about the player with the most to lose in 2026.
Well, I've got a couple for different reasons. And there's probably more, but the two that pop into my head, the first one is Lars Nootbaar. If he can't really come back from this shaving of the heels and all whatever the procedure is, and he's been injury riddled for his whole career so far, and if he comes back as a lesser version, like, his career could be headed to where he doesn't play anymore. Mm-hmm. So I think that's obviously a lot to lose.
Sure.
The other guy for me is Nolan Gorman. Everybody's talked about, he's got the big bat, left-handed bat. He's shown it at times. Yeah, he's crushed a few great home runs, but strikeout rate is up there for a long time. For the most of the time, he can't bat against left-handed pitching. We don't know if he's a third baseman. We weren't sure if he was a second baseman. Like, I think he's got a lot to prove and a lot to lose this year. Because if he comes in and can't hit and is an average defender at best, then he ain't going to play. And he might be on his way out the door.
Yeah. Carey?
Large new bar for me. I think Jamie hit the nail on the head. We have both been in that situation. Like, if you're getting to the point where your play isn't sufficient or you're always injured, you're running the risk of not having a job, not just with the Cardinals, in all of baseball. Like, if you once you get labeled or get that stamp of he's injury prone, and it doesn't matter what happens, people tend to start moving in a different direction from you. The conversations lessen. You're not think about it. We were just talking about the World Baseball Classic from 2023. Lars Newbar was one of the poster child. Like, he was one of the faces. You were excited. You were so excited to see him on Team Japan and him and Shohei. You're like, look at Lars. And now fast forward to 2026, you're like, yeah, I don't even know if dude is gonna play. Like, I don't, and when he does play, I don't know when he's gonna get hurt again. Like, it is. Those are the highs and lows of a career. And right now, the peaks and the valleys, and right now, Lars is in the valley of it, because if he doesn't perform well and you're coming off of a surgery, a procedure on both of your feet, if you go out there and stink it up or just get injured again, to me, that's potentially putting your entire career, at risk.
Marsh?
I also wrote down Lars Nootbaar. I think these two outlined it perfectly, so I'll go ahead and pick somebody else. I'll pick someone from the rotation, and I'll say Andre Pallante. Last year he was 6-15 with an ERA of 5.31. And now there's other players now that could bump him out of the rotation. So I think he has a lot to lose. This is a huge prove-it year for Andre Pallante. I don't know how many fans are really buying in on Andre Pallante. I know there's at least one that we saw on the text line earlier today that thinks he can sort of come back and have a strong 2026 campaign. We've seen Andre Pallante pitch really well. We just really haven't seen it as of recent.
I agree on Pallante. I had him and I had Gorman. Pallante, you nailed it. Gorman, I think you'd mentioned him, Jamie. You guys both discussed Lars Nootbaar. I think Gorman has the most to lose position player-wise. If you can't play third base, then what do you offer then defensively? Because I think Ivan Herrera is going to be your best DH. So can Gorman move over to first and Alec Burleson back out to left if need be? I don't know if that's being discussed at all. But if you don't have any positional flexibility, then you better hit, 30-plus home runs. And will they give him those opportunities? Because he's going to have plenty of strikeouts. You get enough at bats, I think the power's going to be there. But if you can't play third base and you're such a liability, I think he's done. I think he won't be a Cardinal beyond this year.
I agree with that. I think both of them, him and Newt, are kind of in the same boat. Like, Newt because of injuries and Gorman because of, your play. Newt has no issues with being a really good baseball player. Like, when he plays, and we laugh about the metrics and the comparisons that he receives with some of the best players to ever play the game.
Right.
Like, that's what people view him as if he's healthy, if he can be consistent in that regard. But with Nolan Gorman, it's, dude, can you play?
Right.
Like, can you play? Can you play? Can you field your position? Can you play third base? Because this dude over here can't catch either. So we got to put him at DH. So now what are we gonna do? And I agree with you. If you're not able to play third base successfully, and you're not hitting the ball well, good luck.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Biggest question of the day is next. It's also Cardinal related. We'll get to it here in the Fastlane on 101 ESPN.
the Fast Lane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy siding.
Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Time for the biggest question of the day. Yesterday, we got a text message, I believe, in the Sports Six Pack about, well, what would you define as a successful season for the Cardinals? Well, we flipped that thing. Could anything make this season a failure for the Cardinals? Because expectations are not high, as we know. Unless you're an absolute lunatic that should be in a straitjacket. You don't view the Cardinals as a true contender.
Come on, Anthony.
So what would actually make this season a failure then for the Cardinals in your eyes?
No progress. Like, guys not getting better. Still suffering from the same issues. Nolan Gorman swinging and missing at everything. Jordan Walker still chasing at that slider out of the zone. Like, just unable, not able to fill your position, misplaying balls in the outfield. Like, just a constant. It just looks bad, right? You can't hold runners on from the pitcher, on the rubber, and you can't. Your run game is there's always a run game. You can't stop runners from stealing second, stealing third. To me, like, if all of the things that you were supposed to be getting better at are just complete failures, and you're looking at these players and like, man, these guys ain't got better at all.
Right.
That to me is a fail. It's not about wins and losses, in my opinion. It's about and that's either. It's not about how many games they win for me to say that's a better team, or how many games they lose to say that's a worse team. It's how it looks. Like, are you performing better? Are you getting better every single day? And if not, that's a problem.
Okay. James?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. If you still go into next year's spring training or the beginning of next year's season and you still haven't figured out your outfield, you don't know who your third baseman is, you don't know who your catcher is, or at least your catcher of the future, that's a massive failure for me. So that would be my first thing. Second thing would be if some of the pitchers have not progressed the way you thought they should or the way that they were projected to progress. And now you're back in the muddy waters of trying to pick up 55 pitchers again at the deadline and in the offseason.
Wow. That's a lot.
No, we've seen it.
But,
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think a rebuilding year, regardless of, rebuilding, retooling, building, whatever. I think you should answer a couple of questions. And if you can't answer these questions by the end of the year, then that would be the failure. One of the questions is this guy part of the future? And I don't think it has to be a 5 to 7 year future, or even a 3 to 5. Is he part of your short-term future? Is he going to be part of your future for the next several seasons? Is this pitcher a starter, or should we earmark him for a bullpen role? I think defining roles is important in a season like this. And can the young hitter adjust to Major League pitching? And this would go to certainly Jordan Walker, namely Jordan Walker. What adjustments are you making? Because the excuses, I don't think he's like completely run out of excuses at 23, 24 years old, but you can't keep going back to the Cardinals. Cardinals messed him up. He's had years now to figure it out. So what sort of progress is somebody like Jordan Walker making? If he's swinging out his ass at a pitch that is in the left-handed batter's box consistently, then dude, you have no game plan when you go up there. Now, if it happens from time to time, you chase, it happens, right? You get fooled. But is that something that you're doing consistently?
Right.
There's got to be some. I'm with you, CD. There's got to be some player development progress that's being made.
We've heard a lot of talk about trying to establish the core of the future of the Cardinals. You just mentioned answering questions. Can the Cardinals have a failure of a season if those questions the answers to those questions are, this is not the guy. See,
yes. But that's an answer to the question.
Absolutely. But I do find that to be beneficial.
I do too.
I find that to be beneficial. So if you're not the guy, hey, we're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
All right? If I'm Chaim Bloom, I didn't draft you. Right? There's other players in this organization that could take that next step. And if you're not willing or not ready or just can't do that, well, then we're going to move on. We're going to move on because we are trying to get to a place of contention in X amount of years. It's going to take some time, but we can't just keep going around and around and around trying to figure out if you can figure all of this out at the major league level.
Sure.
So I do find that it can be beneficial if there are players that end up failing to our expectations, or at least their expectations. I can find that to be beneficial in a year like what we are about to experience.
I agree with that. Masterson in the Snake Pit says, if your team development sucks, you can't develop Walker. That's a pretty wide blanket you just tossed on the whole team.
Yeah.
Like Brendan Donovan, this is the conversation we've had before. Does your development suck? Because Donovan developed. Alec Burleson has developed. Or are we only choosing the players that struggle and say, well your development
Masyn
sucks?
Winn, too.
Absolutely.
Like Tommy Edman. There's a lot of guys that have been developed.
That have had
so we can't cherry pick, right?
Yeah, I've said that for years. But the thing that maybe they're alluding to is you can't develop top-end players. Like
Masyn Winn.
To be
Not even
determined.
the top 10 shortstop in the league, man.
Carey's right.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm not going down that road again.
Anthony, your thoughts?
Not even the top 10 shortstop in the league.
I lost
Anthony.
I lost time in that whole segment.
I lost years off my life.
Years low, yeah. So not going that route at all. I also think too, and this is something that. So Masterson comes back. He says last season we heard Cardinals development was crap. I think what that was in reference to was the lack of. The pitching development lab and things like that.
I think that was a couple of years ago before Chaim Bloom got here, and then they said basically we're bringing in Chaim Bloom because we have fumbled the ball here.
Yeah, and not only that, but the resources that were spent or not spent might be more accurate. That was also an issue. For example, if Mo was given a certain budget, how much was he spending on area scouts and things that would help the development, or was all those funds going to the big league roster? These are things that we can answer from on the outside.
There's no money going to the minor leagues, man. You know that.
Limited at least.
They had 2 balls that they practiced with. And 1 bat. They had to share a bat like they were 8-year-olds. You know what I mean? They had one community bat. Yeah.
One helmet. Yeah. I need your helmet, man. Give me a helmet.
Hey, you want more helmets? You want your own bat? Yeah, you got to get to the majors, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Some is the carry.
Right.
You don't like it down here, do you? You're not supposed to be comfortable.
Not supposed to.
Hey, you're not supposed to like it here.
I'm supposed to like the fast food.
The chicken's supposed to be undercooked down here.
Nobody said anything about salmonella.
Oh, it's not guaranteed.
I also think creating some sort of, as we get back on track here, what would make the season a failure for the Cardinals? I think the other thing too is like, what's the timeline? What's the timeline? I don't know if we have one right now because they're really just starting. But what's the timeline for your success? I think you can answer that a lot better at the end of the season if you answer some of those questions that we outlined before. And I know identity is kind of a buzzword, but what about how do you plan to win games moving forward here under Chaim Bloom? If you're going to keep Ollie, how do you do that when it comes to Ollie Marmol? Like what's the identity of this team? And that really is more of a front office question for me. If you're a head coach in the NFL or college football, and you're an offensive guy or defensive guy, you can basically do the identity, right? You can define it. But if you're in Major League Baseball, it's really the front office. It's the players it's the front office that's picking the roster. So how do you plan on winning games? It used to be that you kind of played toward your stadium. If your stadium is more hitter friendly, you're probably going to have a better offense. Mm-hmm. If you got a pitcher's park, well, you better load up on pitching. Busch Stadium is pretty balanced. So are you going to be a team that runs? At one point in Matheny's tenure, it's like, we're going to run more. You don't have base stealers.
I hope they do this year. I think they have the athleticism on this roster to do so. So I hope they do take off. Add the run game to the to their repertoire.
Of course, you got to get on base.
Well, that's kind of important.
You get guys that get on base, won't you? Yeah. You want to be a little bit more aggressive. Ali has shown that. Ali's fine with the team getting aggressive, but of course, again, you got to get on base first. All right, moving on. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Are the owners out of touch with what fans actually want? That's next in the Fast Lane.
All right, Missouri, get ready, because Circus Sports is giving you the chance to win owner Derek Stevens' wallet. We had Derek in here yesterday talking about this awesome promotion going on. And let me just tell you this. From February 3rd to March 15th, you can take home your share of $250,000 in cash, and that's guaranteed. That's giveaway. It's no strings attached to it, no funny language attached. No, that's his money right there. All you have to do is you got to wager at least $100, and you earn one share. Wager $1,000, earn 2 shares, and wager $5,000, you get your 3rd share. Bet on anything from pro sports to college, straight bets to futures. You don't want to miss your chance to cash in and take home your share of Derek's wallet. All you got to do is get online. The App Store, the Google Play Store, punch in Circus Sports. You find that white logo. It's for the state of Missouri. You click on that right there. And one, you can start betting right away on. Money line, every night, player props, parlays, whatever it is you're looking for, it's on there. But also, you can register for this right here and win Derek Stevens' wallet. It's a fantastic giveaway that you're not going to want to miss. Again, download the app. Find all the great information on there. For anything else, you can always visit circusports.com. Must be 21 and over. And in Missouri, gambling problem, call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. I'm Marsh. I know you read through an article by Sam Blum of The Athletic that was talking about whether or not owners are out of touch with what fans actually want. I think you could set this up better than any of us. So what did you take away from the article?
Yeah, so some of the Angels players, and Sam Blum writes, they took notice of Artie Moreno's comments to reporters on Friday in which the team's owner said that winning isn't among fans' top priorities. And that got me thinking, well, wait a minute. Every time we talk about what fans want, ultimately we settle on it doesn't matter what happens. Just win. Like, that's the ultimate goal, is just win. And that will make fans happy. That'll get fans to go to the ballpark. And so he writes, let's just say players took notice of it. MLB Players Association Director Bruce Meyer told The Athletic after meeting with Angels players on Sunday morning, and we took notice of it too. And, quote, the bottom line is players are competitors. They grew up competing every day. They go out and they try their hardest to win every game, and players want to see owners do the same thing. And on Friday, Artie Moreno told reporters the number one things fans want is affordability. They want affordability. They want safety, and they want a good experience when they come to the ballpark. Believe it or not, winning is not in their top 5. And then he cited surveys that they've conducted to provide that information according to the Orange County Register. So, and I understand, like, those are very important things for fans, but to say that it's not a top 5 thing, winning that is, that threw me off a little bit. What do you guys think?
I'd like to see those surveys. It's the first thing I'd like to see. Just like the players would like to see his books on finances, I'd like to see the books on the surveys. I can't imagine a fan base not having a winning team in the top 5 things. Like,
well, yeah, and was that an option? Like, did they write it down? It's
was
like
it game day experience, or what do you want from the team?
Yeah, because I can't imagine that the Cardinals would put together a fan survey, in which they also include, do you want the team to win or lose? It's going to be, like Jamie said, fan experience, more affordable prices, more things to do for kids, more bobbleheads. It's going to be stuff like
safety
that.
At the
safety
ballpark.
at the ballpark.
Well, funny you mentioned
Lower prices on beers.
Right.
Because the article also notes it is unclear what survey Moreno was referring to in his answer. It is also unclear to whom the survey was given and what the specific question.
He gave it to the other owners.
He gave it to his family at the park one night.
What specific question that was yielded those results, and then the Angels declined to comment when asked about the specifics of the survey.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm sure.
We've got to get a reporter on this and, like, somehow find out, like, what portion of the fan base, if it ever even happened.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that he's a liar.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
You're not saying that he's not either.
Yeah, right.
I can't prove it either way, right, Carey? I can't prove it with one way or the other.
You get enough evidence.
At this point. But the problem is he can't provide evidence to support his own argument, which is usually pretty difficult.
Well, and why? You know, we have a lockout that's an impending lockout coming up next year, and the owners are basically going at it with the players. And to have an owner come out and say that winning, according to the fans, isn't in their top 5 priorities.
So now he's blaming the fans?
Like, what are we doing?
I don't have to pay these guys. You don't care about winning anyway. You just want to be safe at the ballpark. Right. Affordability is what you really want.
No problem. Got you covered.
Not an issue.
Give me extra few fries, a bobblehead, and a good parking spot. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Here's my season ticket money.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Who the hell's paying season tickets to watch a team lose
Carey, those fries are good.
100 games, 90 games a year?
I don't care how good the fries are.
To me, it sounds like the owners don't care about winning.
There you go.
They care about what's best for them.
Andrew.
It's almost like when you say
bite
something.
your tongue.
It's like you're looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? You ever heard that? When people are always saying certain things, looking in the mirror, man. They talking about themselves.
Yeah. I thought you meant me right now.
No, you haven't said anything bad yet.
No.
Not
That's
yet.
what I meant, like, met us. Like,
I mean, we do kind of favor each other. Anthony calls me Jamie.
we get it all the time from
Every other day.
Sometimes.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
That's
But,
all right.
this owner, bad look. I think if he actually had a survey and put it out there and had, like, real numbers and, like, real answers, I think he would have provided them immediately, because one thing the owners want to do is rub it in. And Haven't seen that yet.
The best part, it is unclear what survey he was referring to.
Yeah, or who he gave it to.
It's
Maybe
also unclear.
sent to a bunch of people in Brazil.
Yeah.
What do you guys want from your Angels?
He could have got a survey.
We'd like cheaper prices to get to the games. Okay.
Done. You want to be safe?
Yeah. Done. Got you.
Talks to somebody that got roughed up outside of the stadium. Would you like it to be safer? I would, yes.
Yeah,
Okay, check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the things that he mentioned, I think everybody would love those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people would love to win, though. Otherwise, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing here,
As far
Harry?
as, I think every fan base really wants to go to the ballpark or the arena or the football field every game and feel like their team has a chance to win and actually competes like they have a chance to win. They may not win. That's when fans leave the games going, you know what? It's a hell of a game. Right. I would have liked to beat so-and-so, but we were right there till the very end, or we lost in overtime, or it was a last-minute field goal, or whatever. Right. You leave there feeling, I spent my money, had a good time, whatever. We're a competitive team. I'm proud to go represent this team. Not I don't care if they win. No, I'm fine. They lose 100 games. I'm good.
Right. Come on.
That's ridiculous.
Who are you fooling? And fans aren't completely unrealistic. I mean, they know that if you go to a game in the middle of June, you could see even a contender. Dodgers fans know they go to a game in June, they could lose. I mean,
of course, but you believe overall when you're a Dodgers fan that your team has a chance to win almost any given night.
We got a text from 618. I wouldn't say winning is the top item, but it's definitely top 5, probably top 3. Ticket/concession prices are up there, but winning is probably third. If they are winning but you can't afford to go, who cares? But in that same boat, I'm not going to a bunch of games even if they are cheap. If the team is awful, I may go to some if it's not outrageous, though.
So what you're saying is it all matters.
Yeah, exactly. And if the team is winning, you're probably more apt, if you're able to financially, to spend the money and go down there. If you can't afford the games when they're winning, odds are you may not be able to afford the games when they're losing either, because the owners aren't changing the prices. Last year at the end of the year, the Cardinals dropped ticket prices to get people into the stadium, but the concessions didn't drop.
Right. Yeah, because we got you in.
Exactly.
Do you agree with the statement, if they are winning but you can't afford to go, who cares? See, I would trade not going to a single game this season if the Cardinals were a playoff team. I don't care. I want the team to win. Yeah. Because I can sit at home and watch this product.
But the flip side of that, or the result of that, is 3/4 of the way through the season, you're going to want to go watch the game because they're winning.
For sure.
And maybe you pony up.
And you care.
But maybe I would pony up.
But look how many people became, let's just, for the sake of the exercise, look how many people became hockey fans in St. Louis when the Blues won the Cup in 2019. They probably didn't care at all most of the season, and all of a sudden this is a winning team, and you've got 1 million people downtown for a parade. You didn't get 1 million people every night trying to fight to get in the doors of the Enterprise Center, but they're all lined up there. We talk about the U.S. Olympic programs, the U.S. men's team, the U.S. women's team. Probably a lot of people that didn't really think much about hockey, and then the next day talking about it ad nauseum about the overtime win for the U.S. team.
In my opinion, the person who does this better than anybody, and who clearly has got a great product, is the Savannah Bananas. The owner preaches it's about the fans, the fan experience, the fan engagement. If you're going to be a Savannah Banana, you're going to know that you're going to perform for the fans. And you're going to be outside the stadium and you're going to sign every autograph and all that. It's about the fan experience. They don't raise ticket prices. They get a long wait list. They do their best to accommodate. The parking and the concessions aren't outrageous.
But it's also a spectacle.
It's
like going to a Globetrotters game.
But that's my point, though.
You know
it's
you don't
it's
expect the
entertainment.
Bananas to win. You don't care if they win.
But it's entertainment.
You're right. But I think pro sports who actually have standings and things like that, I think that matters.
So you might have to tap into something within the
I think
same...
there's certain things you can use 100% for sure. Like obviously that some of the crazy stuff they do is super entertaining.
Yeah.
But you're not going to incorporate that into your Major League Baseball team.
But you could take some pieces of what...
Listen, there's no way, in my opinion, I haven't seen the books. I don't know the operation, so I'm speaking blindly here. But if owners wanted to find at least one thing each season that they could break even and not make money on and lower prices of one element, whether it's beer, whether it's popcorn, whether it's a hot dog, like whatever it is where they can drop that price for the season, people would feel like, okay, I can handle that.
Right.
Like it's something that because the price last year was $12 or $14 for a beer.
Yeah.
It's $7 this year for the entire season.
Right. You're still going to make...
Trust me, you're still making money. You see the margins on that stuff.
Right.
Well, it's a good thing the Cardinals aren't going to be a great team this year, Anthony.
What?
Because it's not a top 5 priority. Winning's not a top 5 priority, right?
Well, that's the Angels. I'm sure winning's a top priority for Cardinals.
I would hope so.
Yeah. We good here?
Yep.
Okay. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Bet the Board is next.
Well, it's almost quitting time here in the fast lane. Can't wait to get home. Gonna kick my feet up. Have a nice cold Zwickel Light from my friends over at Urban Chestnut. It's a great light beer. In fact, it's for me the best light beer I've ever tasted. Some of those beers you could taste them kind of like water. You're like, nah, not Zwickel Light. You got a nice good old beer taste on it. Crisp, clean, refreshing. Only 95 calories, 3.7 carbs, and it's brewed for St. Louisans by St. Louisans. And I know the group extremely well over at Urban Chestnut, and they care about putting a great product out there for people to enjoy. And they have for many years now. And Zwickel Light, in my opinion, might be the best one of all. Let's not forget, it's the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey. It's the official beer of the Rivers House, I'll tell you that much. It's a go everywhere, do anything kind of beer that your friends are going to enjoy as well. And all you got to do is stop by your local stores. Whatever store you're looking at, they're all over St. Louis, including at Dirt Cheap. My friends over there got it on sale, I believe, right now. So please stop by and check it out. For anything else, Urban Chestnut, visit urbanchestnut.com. Remember to keep it light and keep it local.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Blues get back in action on Thursday. They'll take on the Seattle Kraken. Pregame starts at 6 o'clock. Puck drop is at 7. Of course, you can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. If you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you will find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Coming up next, we will play Bet the Board. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Marsh with the jingle there.
Somebody asked me to do it on the text line, and I figured I'd answer their request.
You're the man of the people.
Windows Direct might want to call you.
No kidding.
Public appearances, you know? You could be the mascot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
Mascots make pretty good money.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Marsh, how we do last night?
What?
Who do you want to start with? I lost two, Jamie.
Just what are the standings?
Okay, what are the standings?
I'm so far out of this thing now.
Carey's in the lead. We'll go with that.
Okay. Good job, Carey.
Thank you. What if I have a parlay I'm trying to put together here, Andrew?
All right, Jamie. Is that what you're wanting to do?
I don't know.
Now?
I got to know how far behind I am.
Carey has 10 points.
I thought I had 10 yesterday.
You had 9 yesterday.
And how many points do I have?
10 yesterday.
4?
Jamie, you have 6.
Oh.
I could have sworn I had 10 yesterday.
Well, let's count them.
Yeah, let's count.
1, 2, 3,
Don't call him a
4,
liar,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The last one being UNC plus 5.5.
Should you just say you're sorry? You call him a liar.
You just did it for me. Thank you.
Doesn't work that way.
He said it.
No.
Man, once it's said, it's in the atmosphere. You don't have to say it twice.
Oh,
It's
you're that
redundant,
guy,
man.
huh? Uh-huh.
You have to say it.
It's
you
redundant.
have to say sorry.
He already said it.
I didn't
don't
say
have to
it to
repeat
him.
it. You said it. You said it.
No, I didn't say it to him.
You pointed at him
I
and said the
you
words.
should say it.
Should say what?
You know. Go on.
You said it
No, I
already.
didn't say nothing.
You did. I heard you. We all heard you, man. Come on, man.
I'm not going to lie. I have no idea. What did you say?
I can't remember.
See?
What did he say, Carey?
He said it. I don't want to repeat it. He said what he said. He knows what he said.
Gary's trying to avoid saying sorry to you, Marsh.
Oh,
Jamie already said it.
sorry?
Yeah.
I had
wrong
nothing to
with
be
saying
sorry for.
sorry.
Jamie already said it. I didn't need to
Gary's
say it again.
apparently allergic to it.
Yeah.
What?
Apparently Gary's,
Come on, man.
not man enough to own his wrongs.
Man, that ain't gonna make me do it.
And the reverse effects.
I don't care nothing about that. Give me the Boston Celtics minus 3.5 on the alt line versus the Phoenix Suns tonight.
All right, Jamie, which loser are you picking tonight?
Oh.
Yep. I feel like my friends up in the north are going to help me tonight. Give me the Raptors on the money line, minus 142.
You know, who are they playing?
OKC. OKC's got some things going on.
I like Jamie. Yeah, I'm not going with who you think I'm going with. Who do you think I'm going with?
I don't know. I wrote it
Fire
down.
chips.
I wrote it down. It's right
Okay.
here.
All right.
Let's see if you do it. But I'm not gonna. Yeah, go ahead. It's what what I was thinking about doing.
Andrew, what day is it?
It's Tuesday.
That's right.
Smack.
And what conference
Oh my God.
dominates Tuesdays?
The MAC does. Anthony, I swear if you take my pick that I wanted yesterday.
No. Give me my Central Michigan Chippewas plus. Let me get the best line here.
35.
Yeah, I'll take them 35. Yeah, give me Central Michigan plus 35.
See where it is.
The best line I can get is Central Michigan plus 13.5.
Oh.
It's a disrespectful line to the Central Michigan Chippewas.
Wow.
All right, let's try this again. Yesterday, I tried to get Miami of Ohio on the spread, but what do you know?
They tipped off.
Yeah, this game's already happening.
Oh, boy.
Do a little live betting.
Okay. We're going to do a live at minus 10.5. Minus 10.5 on the alternate spread at minus 140. Oh, thank God it just went up at 10.5. So I already locked it in, though.
Good job.
Lock it in.
Carey, what game did you
going to
think
take Tennessee.
No, I'm not going to take Tennessee.
Why not? I like Tennessee.
No,
Who are they playing, Carey?
Mizzou.
I don't love Tennessee.
I said you like Tennessee.
I don't like them.
You don't like Tennessee?
No.
You don't like Mizzou?
They're fine, but
Did he sound like he likes Mizzou? How he said
I'm going with my alma mater tonight.
Mm-hmm. Just gave you one, man. Sorry.
No,
Go Chips.
I disagree.
Is that fire up Chips?
One of the more honestly, one of the most disrespectful things you have ever said to me. I have never attacked Illinois.
Yes, you have.
When?
Always. You
No,
have.
I don't.
Sure you have.
Name one time that I was disrespectful.
Shellacked versus Indiana.
He never attacked him. He just
never
said,
attacked him.
Have they ever figured out how to pick up the slack
Hey, man,
pass?
stop it, man. They struggled that day.
They did.
It was bad.
But
I
never attacked the football program, ever. Basketball, when they got hammered by UConn.
There you go.
That was different, though. That's my Huskies.
That was a 28-0 run that you kept reminding me about.
Well,
how do you not score for 10 minutes?
It is a genuine question.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I didn't know if they were still playing. Like, did they have four guys?
See? And I just said, go Chips, and he got upset.
I did. I got pissed. And you know me. I'm going to take it out on you.
It's okay.
Do you guys want to help out a listener?
Always.
All right.
We can try.
Okay, the 636 text in. There is an ongoing debate at my place of employment. I want to get input from the experts.
Ooh.
Which sport is harder to play, hockey or baseball?
Oh, man. Well, hitting a baseball is a very difficult thing to do. But you don't have skates on doing it. So,
anything.
To do everything that the hockey player does and be doing it on skates,
that's tough.
It's tough to rival that just because hockey is unique in that sense. So it's like I don't even know how you compare the two. You can't compare hockey with any other sport just because of the skating part of it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think.
What?
Could we say this, Jamie?
Crap eating grin on my face.
I was just thinking about, having the right players in hockey helps you play better. You know what I mean? Marshall gets it.
Hitting.
Anthony, I apologize for anything that you've ever said in your life.
Thank you, Marshy. Thank you.
You gotta get those
They don't
right
forget.
players on the skates, man. It's much harder.
I will never make fun of you ever again, Anthony.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Hitting a baseball, like hitting anything 95 plus.
That's breaking and moving and
that looks the same.
And then 68 mile per hour curveball comes in as well. That might be the hardest thing in sports. The hardest sport to play, though, I think you're right, Jamie. Just by virtue of the skating, is hockey, because you can't. I've heard a lot of people pick up baseball. Not a lot, but like Paul Skeens, I think, talks about this. He didn't pick up baseball until much later on in his life. Not that it's easy, and you have to be ultra talented, but I don't know a lot of hockey players that can start. I'm going to start at 17.
No, and I guess that's where I would go with it is. Percentage-wise, I think if you took a high school senior, 17, 18-year-old, somewhere in that range, and you took one player that was predominantly a baseball player, and you said, okay, you're going to go play hockey right now. Go. And you take the hockey player and you say, you're going to go try and hit a baseball right now. I think the path to success would probably be quicker for the hockey player to hit a baseball than
Just
it would
because
be
of the skates.
just because of the skates.
I agree with you. I think I completely agree with you.
Having both kids being very good athletes too, like equal caliber athlete, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the skating component is very difficult.
I'm with you on that. And now in football, if you can't take a hit,
oh gosh,
forget about it. You can't play the game.
Catch a ball through traffic, a quarterback leading the receiver, breaking out of the pattern. Like there's a lot of great things in football.
Right. And
mainly if you can't get hit.
If you can't get it, I really do believe that. I think the first time you like when you deliver a hit, you're cool. You're fine. It can hurt, but it
doesn't hurt as much.
No, but if the first time you take a hit,
you get smoked.
And then you get smoked.
Like you're looking the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then you're on the ground, your head's ringing a little bit, and you go, "What the hell just happened?"
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
If you get up and you're like, "Man, that sucked," but we're cool. You're an offensive player. If you get up and you're like, "I like that," you're a defensive player. If you don't get up, or you want to die,
go home. It's time to go play basketball.
Yeah. All right. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. When we return, we'll wrap things up here on 101 ESPN. you miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or via the 101 ESPN mobile app powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. All the podcasts brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Let's find out what everybody learned today. How about you, Marshy?
I learned that when CD is very passionate about something, he goes all in, and it made for great radio. I was thoroughly entertained, and I laughed the entire time.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun to listen to.
Yeah, I learned that Anthony talks a good game. He hates baseball, man. He hates it. He hates baseball, and he's part of the problem. That's what I learned today. Baseball would be better if people like Anthony Stalter didn't hate it so much.
Wow. Jamie, can I go?
Oh, please do. Yeah. Let me get my popcorn.
What I learned today is that I ruined baseball.
Yeah.
And if baseball doesn't exist in a couple of years, apparently it'd be my fault.
Not just you, but people like you.
What does that mean?
What does that mean by that, Carey?
People that think they're always right. You know what I mean?
What? Always what?
Right.
Oh.
Also,
the right people.
Also, the thing I learned is I don't even have to be making a point for Carey to tell me what my point is.
Yeah.
Even if it's the exact opposite.
He's learning.
And listeners will all rally to CD and say, "Go CD, you tell him." And I wasn't even making that point.
Wow. You were. I don't know.
Jamie?
I learned today that if you go away for a week, that as a whole, you become that guy.
Yeah. Pretty much.
People have meetings about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secret meetings.
Well, we talked good stuff, too.
You still wear all those robes when you have your little secret meetings?
Those are optional now.
What the hell meeting are you all talking about?
You heard me. Marsh, do you have any criticisms and or compliments?
These eye holes are terrible.
Oh, man. Ask me and mine for nothing.
My wife stayed up all night making these.
Oh, man.
314. Oh, man.
Good show today. Listen every day. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Curb Stomp says the combination of sports knowledge and opinions and the passion it is delivered in is rivaled by no other. Keep it up, gentlemen. Keep the passion, CD.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you, Curb Stomp.
You're the man, Marshy. Mahomes Longbody. Thank you, Mahomes
There we go.
Longbody.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Going back to our previous topic in terms of which sport is harder, baseball or hockey, Tim's Offshore Bookie said, Anthony, you said soccer wrong.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Soccer. Listen, I will tell you this.
Football.
I did. So when I was training, when I was playing, I did I forget the name of the test, but it's like, I call it a beep test.
Yeah, the shuttle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
That's
did
fun,
it.
isn't it?
Where the beep,
The pacer.
you got to beat. Yeah, you got to
beat.
Let me tell you something. That might have been the hardest thing I've ever done because that beep starts to shorten. And I did it on a
At one point,
Friday.
you think to yourself, what the hell's going on?
I'm dying. There's no way I'm gonna beat this damn beep.
It's running, right?
It's full
running.
Yeah, that
tilt
makes
run.
sense.
It's conditioning.
Yeah, conditioning.
It was one of the worst conditioning drills and tests I've ever done. In my
So-
life.
My
soccer
coach in
players-
junior used to make us do that on
It
the
was
football
awful, man.
field.
It was awful.
Soccer players are, they have some of the best conditioning ever. Them in cross country. What? You have to run a long distance for cross country.
Well, what's the difference between cross country and soccer?
Ball?
I think just in general, that sport, in terms of fatigue with your legs,
it's
pretty
incredible.
impressive. Going from no, not cross country, but
that
soccer.
too.
You have the players that run the entire time. You have the fans that stand the entire time.
Very true, Marsh. You're
the
right.
fatigue level is just
Fatigue and footwork.
Yeah, I was
high
tired
end.
from that workout.
Yeah, man,
I didn't. Tell my trainer I'll see you on Tuesday.
I believe that.
Monday. I'm still recovering,
Yeah.
man. A lot of running, man.
A lot of running.
Did I ever tell you about the time I trained with the U.S. Women's Olympic
with
team?
Bob Kersey,
With
right?
Bob Kersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
How was that? Was it terrible?
I actually did it for like the whole summer. It was amazing for my training, but was that humbling and was that hard?
Oh, I
and these women
can't
are just
imagine.
like they're so far ahead of you. I don't even. They're a blur.
I don't know. I can't believe that they run that the entire time. Like
wild, man.
The how big the field is, how much running soccer players do. That is incredible.
Some
You have to be in great condition.
Some
No
of the players, let's just say they mortgage their energy, which they should. Like Lionel Messi and those guys, they're not running the whole time. They're like, well, no, but it's strategic too. It's not just running like a fool the whole time.
Right.
You're trying to actually set up certain plays, and when you watch some of the great players, you know they conserve their energy at times, and then they're gone, making a play. So the defenders, if you're on a team that's not all that great as far as ball possession, defenders are the ones that get worked into the ground because they're constantly running and defending, which is much harder.
Sure.
I've been playing ball hockey these past 2 weeks, and it reminded me of why I quit playing soccer.
Too much running?
Too much running.
Do you wear little shin pads, Marshy?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Thank goodness.
What is ball hockey?
Yeah. It's
You play hockey with balls.
That's exactly
you
right.
you run around instead of on skates.
like
I will
field
say-
hockey?
No, it's not like
it's
field
way
hockey.
different.
It's just different.
It's
You
just
play
like
on-
it's like real hockey without skates.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
play
run
on a
around, you get
roller
the
rink.
You get the whole thing.
Oh.
The ball.
Oh,
It's like street hockey.
I
A lot
played
of
that
guys
as a
wear
kid.
like little soccer shin pads
Yeah,
on
yeah,
their
yeah.
shins because
You know,
you
when
get
you
that
hit the
stick
stick.
across the shins.
Oh, yeah.
Not great.
It's fun. It is difficult, though, to go from playing on ice to where if you want to evade somebody who's running after you, you can't really do it. Like
There's
you
no
can't-
tight turn.
There's no tight turn. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, but it's fun.
I was going to play some
We used
ball
to have-
hockey.
We used to have kids.
You would have a lot of fun doing
I
it.
would.
We played ball hockey.
You wanna play,
back
Anthony?
growing up, and most of the time you wear your hockey gloves up there, and you get one kid who didn't wear his gloves, and if you wanted to like get an advantage, you just take your stick and like slide it up his stick, crush his fingers. It's a horrible thing. But the kid showed up with hockey gloves the next time. Anthony.
That's how you
Hey,
teach
you
them
gotta
a
learn.
lesson.
Yeah.
Although we probably could have told him at the start, hey, you might want to get your gloves.
The
But
best lessons are learned.
he probably wouldn't have
by
listened.
doing.
anyways.
You're right. Absolutely.
You know? Like the kid who shot me in the head with a pellet. He learn a lesson.
Did you
No.
learn the lesson or did he?
He did more than I did. Probably. Yeah.
Is he still with us?
I know, Anthony. I can't remember his name.
Okay. Probably good that you forgot his name.
He didn't forget yours.
Oh, I bet he did.
Oh,
Damn.
jeez.
What are we doing?
It's great. It was all good fun, guys.
I think we've all experienced our own ballet today.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so. It didn't go how you thought it was going to go, did it? Did you?
Are you ready for the 3 stars?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
All right, our 3rd star of the day goes out to the wrong bucket of balls.
Yes. I want to make that mistake.
Home runs. Like, what's going on here?
2nd star of the day goes out to the slogan, Fire Up Chips.
Be a test tomorrow.
It's
CD.
not go chips. You have to fire it up.
And our 1st star of the day goes out to defense in baseball.
Yes! It matters.
I know.
It's fast lane, Matt. No, he don't care. Yeah, he gave me all the. You know what the best part about his argument was?
What?
He was giving me all these offensive metrics, right? And then he said, "Well, I'll give you another one. I'll give you something different." Then he gave me stolen bases. I said, "Anthony, that's still offense. Give me something about defense." It doesn't matter. Defense doesn't matter. You don't care about Yadier Molina. It's
I gave him the defensive numbers too. He ignored
Didn't care. No, he didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't care about Ozzie Smith.
That's what
You know what I mean?
guy's an icon.
Yeah, gold glove galore. You know what I mean?
Soon to be business partner.
Come on, man.
Don't you dare.
Didn't care about the legends that play great defense. Defense matters, man.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
My buddy Dean just texted me. He goes 6 to 8 miles average run in a 90-minute game for a professional soccer player. 6 to 8 miles.
I'm cool.
Could you imagine?
No. Hell no. Man, running 6 to 8 miles in a game?
Samesies.
Why would I do that?
Right.
And then have
6 to
another
8
game?
miles?
I'm running 6 to 8 miles and I'm being chased.
Right.
Yeah, at some point I'm like, to hell with this.
Even then, I'm like, I'm going to take my chances here.
That is why I love hockey. You can take 2 hard strides and you're halfway down the rink.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Take 2 hard strides and coast all the way to the bench for a change. Some people do that.
Get off.
What do you mean?
Not me.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
You should.
Do you got any players in mind?
Skate hard.
I don't know.
Line changes are important, right?
They're very important.
Line changer. You have to be fast on a line change.
You can gain an advantage on your
Yeah.
opponent with good line changes.
Yes. Yeah.
Not coasting, slow line changes. Give the advantage then to your opponent.
Yeah.
Well, who would ever do that?
I don't know.
Seems like a small thing that makes a big difference.
Good teams do it.
Teammates
do it hard,
notice
do it
that.
well.
Coaches notice that.
Wow.
Yes, they should.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We're off a little early tomorrow, 5:45, because we got UConn St. John's basketball. So looking forward to that. But that'll do it for us tonight. For Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. See you.